Team Matt, the Almighty.
Yep.
This is a special episode for me. I might get emotional on this one. Go all the way back. All the way back. When did I meet you? I mean, when did we even meet? Like, I think the first
We
time.
met at the house on Old Dinner.
Oh yeah. No.
Y'all was having some party that night.
Oh, I'm bringing back memories. What is it, 16, 17? 15, 14?
Maybe 15, 14, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just remember me and Marlo was just doing a bunch of crazy things back then. He was like, "Hey, pull up at my brother's house."
Yeah, Marlo was never at the house. Ever at the house. He only showed up when it was convenient for him. You know.
Yeah, Mel makes a running joke that I didn't like to be at home.
He never did.
Oh, I know. he was telling me that. I remember.
But you guys met in high school, right? Or middle school?
High school.
That's cool. That's a long. It's very
2013 to 2014. Almost 10 years.
Sheesh. Time moves fast, man.
I know.
I don't even want to know what I was doing 10 years ago.
Oh, I know. I bet I can guess.
I know.
Swipe.
No, please don't remind me. I'm good where I am right now.
I'm gonna say that for the vlog.
Nah, it's a good thing, man. I'm really I'm very, I'm like I said, I'm emotional about this one. I'm very happy, I'm really appreciative. Like I tell everybody else, I appreciate that you came to the pod, man. You play a big role to this whole thing. People don't even know in the background. You keep us moving. I have a lot of, history experiences that I had with you. Yeah, I can't even say he's a friend of the family. He's like more than
He's
his
like a family
family.
member.
He's a family member.
Oh man,
So-
y'all trying to make me cry.
Oh God.
If I cry, we cutting it out.
Nah, it's just it's one of those special episodes that that will go far. So I couldn't wait for this one. I was really actually asking you, tell you, I was waiting to do this. I was like, you know what? Maybe we should have T-Mac like in between, in the middle of the podcast when we have so many episodes. But we just couldn't wait. We had to have you. We want to hear what
Appreciate y'all,
the
man.
intellectual T-Mac has to tell us today. We're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk about life in general, laws, your thoughts about laws. Just seeing your progression. Just even when I met you, because I met you as my little brother's best friend, and just seeing how we all developed, we became, even you and me at one point we became friends more than you and him. So it's interesting how life works, and every time you come around, man, you put a smile to my face, you make me, so that's a great thing.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Me and T-Mac met each other. We actually weren't even we met each other through other friends.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Who would have known that me and him would have been friends,
To this day.
And
in
then
high school, I would have never guessed with the stuff he was doing in high school.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't think I'd be around him 10 years later.
I saw you. Oh, was it him on a show? I think there's a girl who has a vlog. That's I can't remember her name.
Oh, Kiana's vlog.
Kiana
from Renchi. He wasn't on the episode.
It was an episode.
He already left Renchi by that time.
Oh, okay.
My junior year.
I thought it was her because I saw he was showing us a vlog of this girl who they went to school with, and I saw a lot of his friends, and that for some reason. Oh, it was I saw Will. I saw Will. I saw Mono. So she was, but this was back then. So I was just amazed by that. So I thought
that was Rocket's sister.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually seen Rocket a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
How's he doing?
Honestly, I don't know.
Do you still talk to a lot of people you went to school with, high school? I mean, other than Marlon.
Not really. I mean, here and there, check-ins, making sure people are doing all right. Other than that, nah, not really. You know me. I stay in my little box.
It's funny. You mentioned that too. You said that last on the last podcast. You said, I don't know, when you're watching the vlog, you said it's funny how all these people were friends, but they don't even talk together. They don't talk to each other anymore. Like the same thing as me. My high school friends, I just see them on Instagram, maybe one or two, but most of them, they probably look at me like, this guy's doing some weird stuff, you know. Like we so apart. Even the people who were my best friends at the time, they just so it's just such is life. That's why we call this podcast such is life. People just verge into their own. Yeah, life happened. They go into their own, you know, platform. I was just looking at this. There's a guy I went to school with. He was a very quiet, introverted guy at the time when we were going to school. He was shy and all this stuff, and he was very quiet. But now he's like doing stuff that I did back then, that we did back then. Like he's partying. He's going to all these bars. He's just now hitting that phase, and I'm happy for him because I feel like at the time I used to feel bad for him because he was one of those guys. I felt like, damn, how is his life? Like, you know, the same things you think about, you just don't say. Like, man, you look at somebody in your class, you're the main guy. Everybody's cool with you. They look at you, they hang out with you. But there's just the one guy who just sticks to himself. He's not talking to anybody.
You just think to yourself.
Yeah,
he'd never talk to a girl in his life.
Exactly. And you sit there like, man, I feel bad for him. His life must suck, but it doesn't suck right now. As I saw his Instagram, I was like, man, is this? I can't say his name right now because I was like. He's having fun. he's working out. He has muscles and everything, and he's extroverted now. He's out there now. I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
That's crazy.
So, but he was talking about how, you know, he doesn't talk to a lot of people in high school anymore, and they just, even the ones that he talks to, they're just in a different place.
You just grow apart when you
apart, and they find ways, you know. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean. High school is interesting. There's so many stories you want to talk about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any high school stories.
He was a menace.
Nah.
The only thing was that his name wasn't Dennis.
Yeah,
exactly. I was the kid in class that would just be quiet, sit in the corner. I'm not really talking to many people.
You know, I didn't go to high school with you guys, but I can tell you one thing. A lot of people know who T-Mac is. When he talks to his friends and just mentions the name, so I don't know. I know you're not the quiet. You were not the quiet kid in the corner.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Now, but I would say that I do like your perspective on, you and I talked a lot, so I like your perspective on it, and we argued a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I do like your perspective on things, so which is why, you know, we are glad you're here today, you know.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming, man. I guess one thing I really wanted to talk to you, I'm not even going to wait, I'm going to go into it right now, is what do you think about the KD situation?
Kevin Durant. All right.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I think it'd be like, all right, so from the Nets perspective, I think they should wait to trade him. I would wait till the trade deadline to trade him. Because that's when teams going to really get desperate and really start throwing everything at you.
So
wait, what's happening with KD? I don't.
He for those that don't know, he requested a trade. I was gonna say you could look it up, but he requested a trade, and it was sudden.
Yeah,
I mean, because it was just, I mean, him and Kyrie went to the Brooklyn Nets, and you know they're gonna make, you know, it sounded like the right fit, but he just requested a trade.
Yeah. So they basically it sound like they he don't really like how the Nets was treating Kyrie, and him and Kyrie are supposed to be like best friends or something. So it sounds like he knew Kyrie was pretty much on his way out. Kyrie is the reason he went there. He would have went to the Knicks if Kyrie went to the Knicks. So he was really just following Kyrie. So I guess he figured they treat him bad, I'm gonna get up out of here.
That's what surprised me, because I feel like Brooklyn has the potential to be a big market. I mean, because when they went there, I was like, man, it's over. Imagine Brooklyn keep winning these trophies, because it just has that vibe, like, you know, it's Brooklyn, you know. So I was surprised that he wanted to leave, but so I thought Kyrie said he's staying though. What does it mean when they say he's opting in?
So all right, so this next year he's owed like $37 million or something.
Right.
So him opting in just means he's gonna honor this last year of the contract. If he were to opt out, he would have been a free agent. And he only opted in because he's not going to get long-term money anywhere else. Well, not right now, at least.
No, but what I was saying about Kyrie is that I did not understand, but I get what you're saying. So so it may because you say that Katie did not like how they were treating Kyrie.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's what you think, okay? But so Kyrie is gonna stay this whole entire year without KD.
Nah,
Or he doesn't have to.
I don't think he's
'Cause-
going. I don't think he's gonna stay. I think the Nets. I think they'll trade. He'll probably be traded before the season starts. If I had to take a guess,
Mm-hmm.
just because he's a cancer in the locker room.
Yeah, he's very toxic. So I hear. No, I
KD?
just
Nah,
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
I just yeah, because I think I don't think they want to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the offers they get.
Yeah.
Because for Kyrie, they're not gonna get as much as for KD.
Who are they gonna get though? Let's suppose Kyrie's gonna stay there. Who? They're not gonna get a championship.
Oh,
I mean,
nah.
who?
LeBron.
No, because the rumor is that he wants to go to Lakers, and that again is confusing to me because I thought him and LeBron don't see eye to eye.
Nah, they patched that up, right? So they patched that up when Kyrie was in Boston.
But the personalities kind of
Yeah.
they're too different. Kyrie is like the modern day. LeBron is like the
I think LeBron can. I don't know, but he worked in Cleveland, so LeBron obviously can get to him some type of way.
Yeah.
So
They're just gonna be fighting the whole time. That's what I'm concerned about.
especially if they losing.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they
the
just
Lakers,
have like
the Lakers
opposite.
as a team is not very well constructed.
Oh, we know that.
LeBron is the best shooter on the team right now.
Oh,
That's
God,
a
that
problem. Yeah, that's a problem.
That tells you a lot.
Yeah, so
No, I mean it's gonna be an interesting off season. I just wanna see. Okay, supposedly KD doesn't go to Lakers. I wonder where is he gonna go? To Philly?
I think the most realistic landing spot for KD right now is probably Phoenix.
I
Phoenix.
saw that. I was having a time understanding that.
But Phoenix I
got
think
a
they would need
squad.
to.
But
yeah,
they would need to trade the entire team.
They would need to trade A10 and Bridges,
Mm-hmm.
and they might need to get a third team involved because what everybody's saying right now is that the Nets want some big deal that's never happened before. They want,
Oh yeah, I mean the owner owns Alibaba, so he knows how to make money. So no, me and Marlon. I mean, my mom always gets me if we're saying me and Marlon. Let me be professional. Marlon and I. So we're talking about this last week and about the NFL and just the business side of things. Just amazing how fans and other people on the outside don't even see how all this stuff plays out.
Yeah.
You see how you actually you mentioned it, like the little things like he's toxic in the locker room,
Yep.
stuff like that. People don't even look at that. People just look at he just as a
They
point
look,
shooter.
can he play?
Can he play?
Yeah.
They don't know that it's a lot that's going on in the background. So it's amazing that it's a good thing that you mentioned that because I was gonna say it's interesting. Like I say if he goes to Phoenix has a lot of good players. They almost made if Phoenix was in the playoffs. I mean, if Phoenix had played, hold on, who beat Phoenix? Was it Boston,
Luka.
right? Huh?
Luka.
Dallas.
Oh, it was Dallas that beat Phoenix. Oh, that was Dallas?
Yeah,
I thought it
blew
was
him out
Boston.
by 50 in
That's
Game
crazy.
7 in Phoenix.
That's crazy. But I'm just saying, like the
Wasted
way.
my Sunday, Phoenix.
But I'm just saying their record during the season was very good.
Oh, yeah,
And they lost
had
in the
the
playoffs.
best. They had the best
Yeah.
record.
And then right now, I mean, they just probably have the cap more than a lot of teams do.
They have the cap. They have they really just have the assets. They have the Nets want Devin Booker. They're not gonna get Devin Booker.
Oh
in the
yeah,
Kevin Durant
he's
trade.
locked in.
So-
He's locked in until he can't walk no more.
The Suns are deep though. They got a deep roster.
They are
so
deep, yeah.
they got some good young players that they could trade, and they got some picks, but they would need to get another team involved for KD to go there.
I just feel like that's the case with a lot of teams. A lot of teams are young right now, so it's a lot of more. It's an investment right now more than anything else. It's a lot
Yeah.
different than it was back in the day
Yeah.
because I don't even know a lot of players from different teams right now because they're very young.
Yeah.
It's just like they
speaking
just
of what you said, like the investment,
yeah.
like so Zion just signed
Zion, the
that
same thing. Yes,
$200 million
exactly.
contract.
$200 million contract.
did?
Yeah, I seen a
and
lot
he
of
didn't
people
play like a
saying,
whole year.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying he didn't play, but when the owners they look at it like
They're
you
seeing
just
what
said,
he's
an
doing
investment.
long
What is he
term.
gonna give us?
Yeah.
And what can he give us in 5
Exactly.
years? Like
Yeah.
at his best, what can he give us? And at his best, he can do.
He
a
can
lot.
play. Yeah,
he can play.
yeah.
So
So
you
they're
think-
seeing the stuff we're not seeing behind the scenes because it's they treat like that's one thing I kind of see about these sports owners. They treat it exactly like a regular business. They really see what this guy is capable of. He's only what 20. He can't even drink. He can buy alcohol.
Yeah, nah, he's young.
So and he's already making noise. So he has a long way to go. So they really put their money on him. So it's hard to understand from the outside. I get it, but I was seeing that too. I was watching John Moran. I was telling him I was watching John Moran's vlog, and I was like, this guy's young, because I saw the stuff he does like on the outside of basketball. So I was like, okay, he's acting his age. He's still like, he dances. He's doing all the he's on TikTok 24/7. He's doing the TikTok dances and stuff. He just happens to be nice. He's in a league with so I was like, okay, he can jump. I was like, okay, I get it. Because even like the way this vlog, he had his friends at his house, like his $5 billion mansion, but he has like a bunch of guys. And well, maybe that's how the camera wanted to see, but no girls, nothing. It was just a bunch of guys, and they were just like diving in the water, pool, playing music, playing Young Boy NBA, and they were rapping all the lyrics and stuff. I was like, I know LeBron is not at this stage anymore. Not even KD is not at this stage no more. So I was like, wow, these guys are young, and like you could tell he's excited, he's happy, and he had a game the next day. But he's partying, his friends are drinking. I don't know if he was drinking. And they were having good time
John
and everything.
Morant be off that Casamigos.
And then the next game, he went and he did damage. I was like, okay, it's a new era. It's a new era. And his dad lives with him. I respect that. His dad is a young dad too. He's like in his almost 40s. I was like, okay, so now we just get into that, millennial dads and stuff like that. That's cool. It's different. But I get it. And then they gave him a stupid contract too. He's in Memphis forever. So I do like I say this to say that I like where basketball or sports are right now. We're at a very different era right now. Like they're doing some tactical stuff that nobody ever saw coming,
I like how the players had a control.
Yeah,
especially in the NBA.
Yeah.
Not football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's a different story.
Football,
But I mean,
it's all about that shield in football.
KD is a good example of how they have a hand on it, because he doesn't care. He's switching 7 teams
He
back
has
and forth.
4 years left on his contract.
And
when he
contract.
went to the owners literally could have looked at him and said, "No, get out," and he would have had to come to work. So, I don't know.
Yeah, NBA's really been for the players lately.
Yeah.
They have their scandals and all, but they've been.
Y'all heard about Miles Bridges?
But I heard about that though. I mean, so he let's talk about that for a second. So allegedly he abused his girlfriend.
Allegedly, innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, abused his girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the year that he's supposed to get that
His
crazy
big contract. Yeah,
contract, because he played very good last year.
Yep. I think that's why I feel bad for him, because it's like, man, this
But
is the year he was gonna get $100 million.
So I think it got to his head.
What,
I'm Miles Bridges, baby.
Oh man.
Because I mean, that's the same thing that happened to Ray Rice. They always mess up the year
Yeah.
they're supposed to get their extensive contract. He had his best year before, and then they're ready to sign that check, and it gets crazy.
I think Ray Rice might have touched some good money before that, though. Like with Miles Bridges, until this year, until he would have signed this year, previously before that was all his rookie deal.
Because Miles Bridges was balling, dog.
Yep.
He was balling last year. I didn't even watch all the games, but he was always in the headlines.
Yeah, he was.
And he
always
came from
dunking on
nowhere
somebody.
too. Like he was really like getting up there. It was his year.
Is there a video?
Just like that, huh?
Is there a video?
You would want to watch a video, right?
I think his lawyer is probably like
Suppressing that.
That's the only thing we have right now. There's no video.
That's what burned Ray Rice, because we all saw the footage.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Nah,
and
when
I was
dragged
telling-
out of it, that was crazy.
See, he never came back from that. Once there's a video, you're not coming back from that.
I'm not. Yeah. The video thing is bad, but it was a kicker who beat his wife 2 years ago, and you know what they did to him? He was white, by the way.
Speaking of
He got
that,
suspended 4 games.
we'll talk about that too. I did see an article about a black kicker that's retiring from, because they said there's a whole lot of racism with the kickers in the NFL, and stuff like that. Because he's very good. He's a kicker, but he's not getting a good chance. I actually read about this yesterday. That's why I brought the laptop here to look it up today. But there's a kicker was complaining that the NFL doesn't support black kickers, and it's very hard to succeed in that.
There's a lot of racism in the NFL.
Yeah, but he was just saying specifically for that position.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know a lot of black kickers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
a lot
because
of-
we too busy throwing and catching the ball. You hear me? We get knowledge.
But he was just explaining that it's very hard for kickers that come out, college and stuff,
Yeah.
and when they're black and stuff like that. So that's why I just mentioned it because you say that. But yeah, do you know who that was who got 4 years suspension?
Nah, 4 games. Not
4
even
games?
4 years. Yeah, Josh Brown. He
Josh
played on
Brown?
the Giants at the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm pretty sure they released him or something after that, but the punishment at the NFL game was like 4 games, 6 games, something like that.
Mm.
It was something pretty small.
I see him here. Yeah.
He probably still plays right now.
He better not.
Oh, he's a former American football
Yeah.
punt kicker, so he's
Probably
a
just let
former.
him go.
Yeah, but I'm sure he still has a lot
The
of
Giants.
Yeah.
When the last time he played?
2016,
Yep.
Yeah.
2013, 2016.
So yeah,
But see, like you said,
him after.
But see, we had to look him up. Like you said, I didn't even know about this guy,
Me neither.
but we knew about.
we
knew
know about Miles Bridges. We know about Ray Rice.
We know about Antonio Brown just because he took his shirt off in the middle of the field. He didn't even. I mean, we could at least say he didn't do anything.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Vontez Burfict might have hit him too hard.
Oh yeah. So you do think he has a little bit of
CT.
CT?
I think I don't know.
I don't
if
think it's
CTE,
normal. I don't think it's
but
normal.
I think
honestly.
he
Me
got
too.
hit and he's crazy now.
Yeah, I don't know if it is a specific if it's a specific situation with him,
Mhm.
but I do know he's not. Even when you watch his, that's what makes me upset. When I watch his interviews or his when he goes on all these interviews and stuff like that, you could tell something is not right.
Yeah.
He's just not there. Like you could see, it's quite obvious. He's not.
Yeah.
But of course, I get it. He's accepting. He has an agent. He has a manager. This, when you go on a podcast and stuff like that, you don't just, we have to contact your management too, man. so anything we say around here, it is what it is. So, but I feel bad for this situation. I just feel like, and he's still young. He's
Yeah.
still got.
He
He can still play because
even
even
he like 32, 33.
that game he left, he only had how many yards before he could get that. He was playing good. Like I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like
That was crazy.
Sucks, man. It's I mean, it's painful. It sucks.
Especially with the talent he had.
The talent he had,
Like in
yeah.
Pittsburgh, he was on pace to break some of Jerry Rice records.
That guy was doing stuff. His height, his speed. He was doing stuff that people haven't done. Like he's not even a tall guy,
Yeah.
but he was like
Yeah, he was killing him.
killing him. He was fast, hands grip. I mean, just crazy plays I've never seen before. So and then his legacy is gone because the NFL is not going to
Yeah.
promote him. They're not going to
That's
advertise
what I don't like
They're not
about
going to
the
Michael
NFL.
Jordan him because he doesn't represent what they want to see. So NFL is cut. You see what they're going through right now with the what's the of course our team. The
Ravens?
Washington Commanders.
Oh, the Commandos.
Oh.
You see what they with their owner?
Yeah, Dan Snyder.
He's so powerful. They're not even taking him to court. They can't even take him to court. They're just going around the case.
Yeah, I think in the NFL, the owners got a little too much power.
They got a little too much power. So right now with the
Players have no power.
with Dan Snyder, there's a whole lot of stuff that he was very disrespectful, of course, to the cheerleaders,
Yeah.
and there was just the what they call it, the atmosphere, I guess, the culture.
Oh,
there
the work
was-
environment.
The work
Mhm.
environment was just bad. It was
Mm.
just very disrespectful and stuff like that. But the NFL is not trying to pursue. They're just going around the case. At
Mhm.
this point, it should have been. Oh, they took the rights from the team from him and they gave it to his wife. It's okay. You're not the majority owner now. Now your wife owns the team.
Like she can't do.
Like
what
you're
he
sleeping
say.
together. Like
Right.
what the heck? So Daniel Snyder.
Oh my god.
So it's like a controversy right now, but they don't even take it to court. Don't even take it to court, and then
Wow.
even them changing the name to Washington Commanders, it took him like what?
Dumb name.
Dumb name. I know. I
Took
get
him a
that,
year.
but it took him a year. They had to wait for him to decide if he wanted to change it.
What?
Yeah, because he's got money. He's powerful.
He is powerful.
So he runs DC. So it's crazy. I've been seeing this. Obviously, I mean, everybody probably does see it. But when you see, even when the articles come out, I've been seeing how you just go around it and stuff.
Like the DeShaun Watson case.
I was about to say, how did you know I was gonna say that? Like the DeShaun Watson. Is it that good though? Why is it that? Is it because it's really good?
Yeah.
He's gotta be really good.
Yeah, he is.
He's gotta be
That's
really
the only
good.
reason, bro.
That's the only reason. Because I was like,
24 women.
yeah, he's
Like,
gotta
I'm
be
with
really
you
good.
on the innocent till proven guilty, but 10 of them is a stretch. 10 of them, when I start looking at you, like, keep my distance from that. But you got 24 women saying you was trying to touch on them in a massage?
I thought about that. He's got to be very good. I mean, I know DeShaun Watson is good. But he was out for like, what, 2 years before when all this was going on? When he wanted to be traded?
He missed all
he
of
missed
last
it all
year.
last year.
And
then the
he missed
team is
a little bit before that because of injury.
And the Browns are still trying to take that risk to sign him.
Yeah.
For a whopping, how much? $300 million
He got
record? Somebody who's
big
facing
deal.
sexual allegations? Oh, this guy got to be good.
He's gonna settle.
He's
I
gonna
think he
settle,
settled
but
most of them already.
He settled most of them, but the problem is, I think some more came after the settlement
Yeah.
they did. There was some that came after the fact,
What I
and
don't
then
get, though,
the NFL still hasn't.
Yeah, they haven't came down with a.
They haven't
punishment.
given him a punishment yet. So even he just got signed to the Browns. So the NFL still has to tell the world how long he's gonna sit out, which could be the next season. So the problem is, within that season, how many other people are gonna come out
Yep.
while he's sitting? And I don't know.
That thing's a little weird to me. The
The
NFL
whole-
is a little weird to me
that
because
situation is a little weird to me.
with Deshaun Watson, he beat the cases in criminal court.
Right.
So I'm confused on. Well, me personally, I'm not settling with nobody. I'm not doing none of that if I didn't touch you. So I don't understand why he would settle with them, and I also don't understand like if he, like I said, since he didn't get, he wasn't found guilty in criminal court. So who is the NFL to say that they can punish him if the law says he wasn't liable enough?
I think it's almost like me and Marlon were talking about this yesterday. It's almost like the immigration.
Oh, you're talking about that.
The way it works, like, there's the law, and then you also have the rules within the league. You still, because they still have to do something.
Yeah.
If he gets in trouble, like if you go to jail and then you get out, the NFL still has to do their own,
Yeah, okay.
rights. I feel like that's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, because I was thinking the same thing. I was with you on that. I was like, okay, well, technically he beat the case, so he's a free man.
Yeah.
But then the NFL is still saying, people are still saying, oh, the NFL still has to, give their own punishment. I was like, dang, that's crazy. So it's almost like, we talk about that, immigrant, because with immigration, if you if you a non-citizen or whatever, you have to go to court. Like, let's say I've committed a crime today, I'm not a citizen of the United States, I do 24 years, for whatever. When I get out for those 24 years, I still have to face immigration law, because they have to do their own judgment of the crime that I did. It doesn't. They have nothing to do with the American law. So I think that's how it is with the NFL and all these.
That makes sense.
That's probably what it is. But it's crazy though.
And it's social media. They just changed.
Oh yeah, and social media.
Social media is a downfall of it.
It is.
Yeah, but DeShaun Watson, man, I don't know. That's a lot of women. He's gotta thank God every day. He's blessed. The fact that we're still talking about it to this day.
The fact that he's not in jail.
He's not in jail. That's a lot of women. That's a lot. What? 60, what? How many cases?
It's like 24.
And they're still coming. and then a team is still willing to give him millions of dollars.
Not even hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions of dollars, and say, okay, we'll represent this guy.
It's crazy.
If he gets a chance, he better come out there, Michael Jordan, the whole league. You know what I mean? He better do some stuff that never been done
all
before.
All he need to do is go out there and play decent for this year. He's set for life.
Yeah, he is. It's just like the R. Kelly thing we were talking about. Remember?
They just gave him 30
R.
years.
Kelly is gonna come out when he's like no longer non-existent.
Somebody need to write a book about his life. Make a movie. I'd watch that.
That's a sad story, man.
Well, R. Kelly.
Oh no, the movie's coming out. Hollywood is gonna make money out of that.
Somebody.
Oh yeah.
If I need to start writing it, I will.
Jamie Foxx is gonna play him too.
You think he's gonna play him? That's a good. It can't be Will Smith anymore. It would have been Will Smith.
Oh,
It would have been Will.
Oh,
He would have been
man.
one of the candidates, but it can't be that no more.
How y'all feel about that?
we talked about this. I feel like Chris Rock is not getting the victimization. Why is Will Smith getting victimized more than Chris Rock? Chris Rock got smacked,
Yeah.
but nobody cares about him. But the guy who smacked it's almost like somebody, you know, like committing a crime, like the shooter or like the bank robber getting the praise more than the person who got robbed, the bank getting robbed.
It was. I was telling you, I said on the other podcast, but long story short, Marlon Wayans had said it. He said that Will Smith is white. He said. That's what he said. The white people thought he was
true.
white.
Yeah.
That's lucky true. That's actually true.
And the moment he smacked Chris Rock, they found out he was black. That's what he said. That's what he said. And I agree.
I just couldn't believe he smacked him over Jada.
Emotions,
I
man.
mean, this girl gets on her podcast and tells the world how she was entangling with other men. And I don't know. I couldn't be me.
I think
Wouldn't let
that
didn't happen to me though.
I think that showed that Jada is really running the game. I mean, everybody knows that.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of households like that right now. So I guess it was a
Oh,
good
yeah.
thing to open up, you know, because I saw it.
Mhm.
I saw it live.
Oh, you did?
I wasn't even watching. I mean, I don't even know how I got to it. And I thought it was like,
You thought it was
skit.
fake?
I thought it was fake.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't make
the way
sense.
he just put his head out.
I was so confused because he just got up and walked up the stage. I didn't even know you could do that at Oscars. All the security guards just stepped like this. They didn't say Will Smith or anything.
They thought it was
But
white.
they just stepped like this. I was like, what? In the heck?
And Chris Rock didn't do anything. Chris Rock.
He made a joke, man.
But was that joke that bad?
No, that was my point. I don't.
It
Think,
wasn't even that bad. Like
Yeah.
G.I. Jane, she's not a bad looking girl. She's a good looking girl.
That was
And,
not a-
and it was actually a corny joke.
I was just about to say the joke wasn't
Yeah.
even funny to me.
It wasn't even funny.
wasn't
So
laughing.
it wasn't like, you know, so I was like,
I didn't even know who G.I. Jane was until he said the joke.
I had to
and
go look
smacked
it up.
him. Yeah, until he smacked him, I didn't know who she was. I was like, why is he so mad?
I was just befuddled.
But he's a comedian. I mean, your girlfriend's bald. I
Exactly.
mean,
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
that
saying.
bad.
That's not a.
he could have said
bad
something
joke.
worse.
He could have said some things. I've said some things on Twitter funnier than that.
oh yeah, we know about that. Twitter. Hey, but Twitter is at a good place I hear right now. Elon Musk wants people like you to stay on there.
People like me.
I mean,
What's that mean?
no, people are very vocal who really want it. I mean, okay, I guess, you know, Elon Musk is very vocal. He says some controversial stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess his objective is to have people who have, you know, who are very, you know, open-minded to
I
say
heard the
whatever
deal
they.
fell through though. Like
I
it
think-
was a pause on him buying it.
I don't know. I haven't been following it, but I
Yeah.
thought he did. I thought because he's making some changes, so I thought he owns it now. Because
he might.
I heard he's trying to restore Donald Trump's account. Once that happens, you know, yeah, it's really free speech.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, but this buyout stuff, you know, I don't understand this business stuff. It takes a long time. It goes for a while. So, you know,
Yeah.
I couldn't even understand that. I couldn't even believe that he would have a chance to buy Twitter.
He said he hasn't bought. They said he hasn't bought it yet because there's still like unresolved matters.
Yeah,
before
I knew I seen
before he moves
him
forward.
tweet something. Or he said something like, "Oh, Twitter, you need to fix this."
Yeah, he's mad about
Oh, yeah.
fake accounts or something.
Oh, okay.
But he hasn't taken over yet.
That's interesting.
Still in the works.
Yeah,
Still in the works.
I knew he hadn't taken over for real, and I got suspended like a week ago. Calling somebody, I don't even remember what I called him.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not suspended. He be saying some crazy stuff on there.
Too much money to
Too much
suspend
money.
him.
Trump got money.
Yeah, but he was the president at the time, and I don't think the Twitter owner really liked Trump. I
Yeah.
think he had a personal issue with him.
Yeah. I mean, if you own Twitter, you can technically ban somebody from
Oh,
Twitter.
I'm banning whoever I want.
I didn't know Twitter was that powerful until I started watching, you know, the show we were watching yesterday, the other day, with what was it about? About MSB.
Oh yeah.
So Saudi Arabia. Hey, I love all my Saudis. Don't get cancel me over this. Saying I'm not Muslim. I'm not saying anything about Muslim culture or anything like that. But Marlon and I we were watching this documentary about Saudi Arabia. how it's like the Emirates, Dubai, all those beautiful countries. They look good. They got all this money. But then just the politics behind it. About the crown prince MSB, I don't even know his name. Mohammed.
Don't say it wrong now.
Mohammed bin Sal, I think that's his name. He's like he's young. He's like our age, our our generation, and now he's the prince of Saudi Arabia. So his mindset, the way he looks at things, is obviously gonna be like somebody like us.
Yeah.
He hangs out with Drake. That's all I gotta say. so he's doing good, like in terms of he's allowing women. I didn't even know women in Saudi Arabia could not drive.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Now they allowed, as of last year or the last 2 years, they can drive. They can apply for that, and then they were not allowed. A lot of rights is changing there because he's a modern day kind of guy.
Yeah.
However, he has this dirty that he's doing on the side too. Like he doesn't like journalists talking about him. Apparently, he's accused of killing a very big journalist from America, an American journalist. But they didn't do anything to him, of course, because he got money, obviously, and he's powerful and all stuff like that.
They're saying he killed an American journalist, like over
It was. That's what Marlon was saying. I'm glad you said that. It was a Saudi Arabian guy, journalist that became an American citizen. So that's where it is. So he wasn't born American. So because if he was born American, now the guy would have been arrested. That's not going. But he was switched. But he was very like he was just very
vocal.
He's just vocal about the way he's doing things. He's this guy he's making look like he's a good guy. He's not a good guy. All this stuff. And he was just very vocal about this crown prince MSB. And Marlon and I were watching this documentary. I was like, man, you don't even see all this. You just see the beautiful, all the oil comes from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a tourist country and stuff. But they don't even like their president or their prince. This guy he's killing everybody. Not any country. The good thing, the way Americans do it though, they make it, I hope the FBI don't come for me. But they make it in a way where you can't tell. It's very blue collar, so you don't see the damage that's being done. Oh, yeah. You don't even see that Trump did all this, made all the calls. Trump met with this guy. They were there at a meeting and say, we with you, Saudi Arabia. Then when things got crazy, and then the journalist the journalist was found dead, and he was decapitated or whatever, his body was broken to pieces, and Trump was like, I told him, I knew this wasn't right. Yeah, it was crazy, but they kept all this away from the media. And I was like, man, it's all over the internet, but they do a very good job to make sure it's not in the mass media. If you look it up, you research it, you'll see some crazy stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
So like we were talking about how even the whole 9/11, all that stuff happens. It's not good, but there's a reason why all that stuff happens. Yeah. People come to the United States, they do all this damage, they do all this stuff. The reason for war, there's a big reason behind it. People don't just wake up and say, "Oh, let me go bomb America." Maybe there's a few people who do that, but there's always something.
There's always a reason.
There's always a reason, but people they don't want to highlight that because all these countries are not perfect.
Yeah.
So
speaking of perfect, what do you think about Roe v. Wade?
Who's Roe v. Wade?
Who? The case. Roe v. Wade.
You talking about the abortion stuff?
Oh, yeah,
man.
Abortion stuff.
I'm not a woman, so I don't comment on women's bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I mean, obviously, I think it's stupid. I think it should always be up to the woman, because it's like a lot of times people are having abortions to try to save a child from what they would be bringing the child into. So I definitely think abortion is very, very helpful. Saved my life a few times.
Didn't expect that one to come.
Me neither.
Hey, I came here to pod, man.
I mean, I agree with you. I told a few of my family members just recently that I also had abortions too. But when I did it at the time, I wasn't thinking too deep into it as much as it is. But if I think of it now, I'm like, wow, imagine I was in that case right now where I knew I wasn't ready for it. Mm-hmm. And of course, me and the girl were agreeing into agreement with it. But I do understand it's not right. it's a very touchy subject. I don't understand, and I my timeline is on fire right now with that.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to see everybody's point of view from that and the perspective on how they feel about that situation.
Yeah, I think they got to get all these old Supreme Court niggas out of there.
They do. I mean, like,
There shouldn't be no reason somebody who was alive in 1968 is making my rules up now. That don't even make sense.
You know what I want though? What I want to see though, I want to see the people that make this decision.
Mm-hmm.
How come they don't put them on? I know they have the black guy.
Yeah,
they have
Clarence Thomas or something like that.
Yeah. He was part of the decision, right?
Yeah.
But I want to see the other 7 people.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they only show the black guy. I guess to get us mad at him. But
Well, because he's also in the media talking about how he's bad and stuff. That's also,
oh, for real?
Yeah, he's out there. He's out there.
Yeah, I heard some of his
he's
other
out
views
there.
are
Oh yeah, he's
crazy.
out there. They're talking about why he made that decision or stuff. The other folk, they know what they're doing. They just go in hiding afterwards.
Yeah, just vote and be quiet.
Vote and be quiet. But yeah. We talked about this. We talk about this a lot. Even it's the same thing. I just feel personally politics and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to just start involving a lot younger people.
Yeah,
I mean,
times are changing.
times are changing. Like in the United States in general, me personally, I think like we have more people. The most people in the United States right now are between like maybe 15 and maybe 35.
Yeah.
And then you have 75-year-old people making decisions.
I don't
Like,
understand that.
it doesn't
Like,
make
not
sense.
even just 75-year-old people. You're having 75-year-old people who are literally alive when blacks and whites couldn't be together.
Yeah.
When black and people were being taught that growing up. So I don't understand that. It's like they want us to go back to the old times. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
And then the president appoints people.
Yeah.
So and I don't know why Trump is 87 and getting up there appointing 90-year-old to Supreme Court. She's gonna roll over and die in a year. What is she voting on abortion rights for?
The way I think of it too is like if I was in that position too, I'm gonna overlook everything else and just pick my friends. It's just natural.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
my friend who doesn't even know what's going on in the world right now. I just want to give me give me a chance. I'm the president, because being a president is a big thing. It's like it's the highest position of a job you can ever get. So I'm gonna bring all my guys. To me, I'm making Secretary of State.
Do y'all know how many people the president gets to pardon?
I just learned about a one this weekend that he pardoned that I didn't even know. But go ahead.
No, I was just wondering.
He has power.
Cause I know he pardoned Trump, pardoned Kodak. Didn't he pardon other people too?
Yeah, he did. You see, that's the thing. He pardoned Kodak, so we could relate to Kodak.
That's all he wanted.
But I was
for us to vote for him.
I was watching a different documentary. They pardoned this guy, a governor of Chicago, back who corrupted Chicago like 2-3 years. I'm glad you talked about that. 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We had got 14 years for all this stuff he was doing in Chicago as a governor. He pardoned him. Nobody talked about him, but he was on Vlad. That's why he won the Vlad interview.
Vlad.
I was like, wow, you talking about?
Defense.
That's the right topic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think Vlad's the feds?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to pause this and go to his bathroom. It's never been done before. But I gotta pee. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. And we're back.
Yes, and we're back.
Yep.
So now I was saying the whole Trump thing. He can pardon a lot. A president can pardon a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a limit? You think?
I think
don't
there
even
is.
think so.
I think there's a limit. Because otherwise he just pardon everybody he needs or
Right.
he wants. I think it's like a certain number of
Look
people.
it up. Actually, I want to see this guy that he pardoned that I was talking about.
And the thing is, he pardoned him. He pardoned him before he leaves. He never does it while he's in office, like right before he gets out.
Yeah.
He said Chicago governor.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't remember who he was, but he's on Vlad actually. He even has Rob Blagojevich. Yeah, I can't even say his name. Blagojevich.
Yeah, Blagojevich. He's
That-
Russian.
Oh,
That
this
would
guy
sound
was
like
the
it.
most corrupt guy. He was buying votes. He actually wanted to block. He almost blocked Obama from being president. So we don't even know all this
For
stuff.
real?
Oh wow.
He paid money. He was paying all these governors right before Obama became president. So he got found guilty and he got 14 years in jail. And
Wow.
Trump came in and just pardoned him,
Damn.
just like
Wow.
that.
It sound. Can you get pardoned for a murder?
A pardon is a pardon.
Really?
Yeah, because
Wow.
I don't think I don't know if any. I mean, you could look it up. Can you get pardoned for murder? That's why I want to be clear here. But I just don't think it matters what kind of crime it is. A pardon is a pardon. But I don't think it's anybody who's been. I mean, obviously, I don't think a governor would have done that.
I don't want to search that up on the internet.
Because I know they have because they've done remember they always asked always wanted to pardon Larry Hoover. Not that to say he's murdered anybody, but they always wanted Trump to do it. So I think it's powerful enough to pardon anybody, anything.
I think it's just how they look at them after, because presidents all they care about their image. So they pardon a murderer. Everyone's like, oh my God, he's a president who pardoned a murderer.
But the murderer could have went in there and turned Muslim.
That's true.
And now he believes in all that.
Actually, I actually had a question for you. Like, there's a new trend going on.
What's
you
up?
guys don't have TikTok, so
I have TikTok, but I just don't go in it until you send me
I do
messages
not.
to look.
Don't ask me to follow you on TikTok. I will not.
there's a new trend going on with you already know it's the times. Females are saying that men should be doing what used to be, I don't want to be canceled, what used to be known as female things. So cooking, cleaning, that the man should now be doing it and the woman should be working.
You're asking me if I agree?
What do you think about it?
Hell no.
Oh my God. Why do you say
that's how our creator put us here.
That's how our creator
I'm
put us
just following the rules. That's it.
I see. I mean, that's their same argument for abortion. So I mean, it's not wrong. No one's wrong.
Nah, that was the man-made part. The abortion part, that was some dude who wrote that down. That's not the real.
I feel like my whole thing is that what did I say this at? Oh, it wasn't TikTok, but it's just trying to say the best way where I don't get canceled.
Hey man, they can't cancel me.
There's just certain things that a gender is just naturally good at.
Yeah.
Or is naturally just for it. Now, like if for example,
The swimmer.
the swimming.
The swimmer.
Oh, we're talking about the swimmer. Well, I mean, both girls and guys can swim, but
No, the swimmer. We were talking about the one who the Olympic swimmer.
The one who want to go swim with the girls.
Yeah, who went to
that's
go
why I
swim
don't
with the
like
girls.
this, man.
yeah. It comes to that. Yeah. But what I was gonna say is almost like naturally, if you talk about cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that comes to my head is a woman. I'm sorry. I'm not being racist or
Yeah.
anything. It just comes to my mind. If you talk about, construction, first thing that comes to my mind is a man.
Yeah.
Now, there are men who do it. There are women who do both sides. I mean, there's big chefs that make... What's the guy who makes food? I mean, it's absolutely amazing. You have the salt bath and all the stuff. I get that.
And he's
I get that.
barbecuing though, so.
And then when you do have a man, and when you do have a man that can cook, that's why it's so special. Like, oh my gosh, my husband can cook, he can fry, he can do this, and you feel like, oh my gosh, it's heaven, because naturally you didn't expect a man to be able to do those things. It's the same thing, because I just feel like certain things are just what it is, man. Because I can't expect a woman to be, there's a lot of mechanic women, but it's things that are just happening as time goes by. So that's why we look at it that way. But if people do it, I don't think men should do this or women should do this. If the women can do that, let be it. If the men can do that, let be it. But I just don't think,
Yeah.
I don't think, there's a, it's just, because if that was the case, then the NBA shouldn't be divided between WNBA and men NBA. If we're all really equal, it should just be one league.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
What makes it different, if you were saying that, it's just things like that.
True.
But then it's dangerous, because now they're telling all these people, oh yeah, it should be equal, and now it's less of it's an expectation now. A man has to cook for you now.
But as far as the cooking, I was just joking a little bit, but like it's I'm leaning towards what Mel said. Like, I can cook. I took cooking classes and stuff, so if I were in a relationship, I wouldn't mind cooking, but
it shouldn't be an expectation that when you get home,
4 days out of the 7, I'm expecting my significant other to be cooking. The other 3 days we can mix something in. I'll cook. We can go out some other stuff, but
because equality, they want it to be equal everywhere, and this is not possible. Like you can't expect everyone Now you want everyone to be Michael Jordan?
They
they're
want to
not.
be equal, and then in the same sentence they use the excuse of, "Oh, I'm a woman." It's like, well, you just said you're equal, so I mean, what are we going off of here? So it's just like for example, to me, we made a step towards becoming equal when Johnny Depp won that case.
I knew you were watching that case. I was waiting for that line.
That was a big step for mankind.
That actually, I was happy about it and I was actually happy because a lot of women were also like, yeah, this girl is crazy. Like, I was surprised to see that because most of the time, any woman comes out says abuse, it's closed case. The guy's wrong. Doesn't matter what she did. She's the one who's been abused,
exactly.
you know. But I saw a lot of people actually on Johnny's side. But I want to see it when he's not. I'm gonna say it, a white man.
Yeah. Oh, we gonna have a big test coming up.
Oh, really?
Yes. Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, let me tell y'all something out there watching this. You shoot a gun, you're gonna have gunshot residue on your hands and clothes. The police are gonna test you for that if you're accused of shooting a gun. It doesn't take 2 years to find out if you had that on your clothes and hands or not. So that being said, in my personal opinion, I don't think he shot her. One. And two, I just when it comes out that he didn't shoot her, if he didn't shoot her like I think, oh man. I want to see the equality. I want to see the equality. Then she need to be in jail.
But I just feel like he's already been not canceled, but
who, Tory Lanez?
Yeah, he won't be the same.
Oh, he won't be the same, but it's partly why is because he's been coming out defending himself.
Yeah.
So if he's been coming out defending himself and it turns out that he's right, I want like me personally, y'all can go look on Twitter. I'm gonna go. I bookmarked so many tweets. I'm gonna go on every woman I see and say, "Are you gonna apologize to that man?" Because they really tried to drag him through the mud.
Yeah, they did.
I'm talking about all these Kaylani, all these singers and artists too. It's just disgusting. I thought, what happened to innocent till proven guilty? They believe you just because you're a woman, but we're equal. Which one?
Social media is like there's no.
Social media is hell. Social media is the downfall of. This is why the kids so stupid now.
I feel like.
Not all of them. Shout out. I know a smart kid. I'm in the room with him right now.
He's in social media. Don't be
social media is dangerous for the kids right now.
Oh yeah, I know. They're trying to push all this gay stuff on our kids.
No, I agree with you. I feel like I just feel like it's a very interesting. It's a great line.
Yeah, social media is dangerous. Like, it got all these weird type of thoughts going through people's heads right now. Like, and I've seen personally, social media is controlling these kids. The parents can't even do nothing. The kids can't do nothing without technology right now. Yeah, literally. They don't go outside anymore like we used to. I've never seen a kid outside.
I mean, we used to be playing basketball. I remember I bust y'all ass a few times in basketball.
Let's not go there. I forgot. You know, hey man, let's not go there. We might actually have to go play some basketball after this.
Hey man, I got some.
I gotta revive myself. Because nah, it's crazy because I saw somewhere online where he said. Didn't they say he actually didn't even shoot? It was no. It was the autopsy came out and said it was
no bullet went through her foot.
Yeah, it said her foot was due to a
glass.
It was related to a glass, injury and stuff like that. So how do you move forward from that? Like,
being who? Her?
Her.
You're a woman.
She's not gonna.
You just ignore it. Like honestly, I think it should be criminal charges brought up against her if she's lying. You can't lie on me, have my whole image brought down. Like, I know he'll be able to sue her for all that, but she need to go to jail for some years.
But like,
and all her little fans, them little hotties who not hot, send their ass with him.
But like he's saying, his image is already tarnished.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still popular. He's still making music. He's still good. He still makes money. But like, even me, when I look at Tory Lanez, the first thing I think of is Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Even when I'm watching him, it's a Chris Brown effect. Chris Brown is very popular right now. He's big and everything. But Rihanna is always going to follow him.
Yeah, but that's something he actually did.
He actually did. He actually did. I like that. He actually did that.
If it turns out that Tory didn't actually do this, like, I don't think he did, then she need to be brought up on some charges. And And you know me, I don't believe anybody deserves jail. But women, if they lying on dudes, yep, send them to the gulag.
No, nothing's gonna happen to Megan. She's gonna need a little bit of clowning on social media for maybe 2 days, 3
Protected
days.
glass.
I don't even think she gonna get that, bro.
You know, she's gonna get clowned.
It hurt because they always say, oh, black men never protect black women when black men the one needing protecting. Well, we all need protecting, but black men are getting attacked in every direction. And in that situation, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying if he didn't do it, but I would bet a lot of money that he didn't do it. But it's just we can attack by everybody, man. So it's disgusting to see a black woman do that, especially if she's lying.
Yeah, the fact that he's so passionate about it, because you know our men we're very passionate about stuff like that. Because if he really, I mean, we could be stupid sometimes and act like we didn't do something and go, but I can tell that he didn't.
Bro, he risks his freedom talking about it. Every time he mentions it, he's risking his freedom. And think
about it. Locked out. Even the one time
think about it. You gotta realize, right? So this is how I see it. It's eating him so much on the inside that people are thinking, damn, he really did it. I think that to me, that's why he responded on Twitter, because it's like if he didn't care what people thought about him, he would just wait for the court dates, wait for everything to get released, the court documents come out and stuff. But it seemed like every chance he get, he on Twitter defending himself. It's
actually hard for him now because I think the next his next judgment was that he can't really mention the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So he can't really express
how he feels. So she can come out and again say a bunch of bad things about him. He can't defend himself. We us as black men, yet again, with our hands tied behind our back, can't do nothing.
It should be both sides. I don't know why they would
say
that.
Why can she get up here and bro,
go to Gayle King?
Like, bro, it's like in the old days. In the old days, you couldn't even do that just because the jurors might look at that. But now you can get on TV, you can say all this, but the other person can't say nothing. It's just, man, I don't know, man. It's like in the olden days. That's how niggas was getting stoned. They was throwing rocks at them. You can't do nothing back.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Megan is I never was a fan of her from the beginning though, so I don't know. I just hope Tory Lanez,
I like that song she got with Lil Durk.
I like a song Cardi B got with Lil Durk.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
And Ye, the man himself.
Who?
Ye.
There was a third person on that song. Y'all hear that? Them Kanye boy. They didn't sync and shit.
That's probably what made us click on the link.
I saw
I know.
Dirk.
That was a great verse for him.
He
had to take him 4 hours to write that verse. He took longer than he does his own music.
I was actually thinking about it. Dirk he's there. He is there. Like he's there. Like
at the top.
He's at the top.
Yeah,
he had a
Lil Baby, Drake.
He had an Apple Music live concert, and I watched it because I was just interested in it.
I think he had like 2 of them this year.
Yeah,
the first one is when he announced when the deluxe was dropping, and then the second one a few days ago or whatever.
I know when you're on top when I look at your tour, and it looks like a whole entire global list. It looked like
the crazy thing is, I didn't even know. I thought he couldn't leave the U.S.
It's all in the U.S., but I'm saying like all these cities in the U.S. I'm like, Waxahachie, Kansas. They know they're okay. He's gone. He's there. He's next thing is he's gonna maybe his next artist. He's gonna sign him, be the next Rick Ross. Speaking of Rick Ross, he saw the Omarion and Omarion.
The Verzus Battle. Omarion got cooked.
You feel that way too?
What? He got cooked. He was up there trying to pop lock Mario up there singing. Mario up there, let me love you. You watched? He was singing.
I saw that. I was telling Marlon, I think it was a good thing for the Versus because I've always wondered, okay, what's the whole thing about Versus? Is it what makes you better? Is it because you have more songs that are known, or do you know how to perform? You know how to dance, or are you lovable or stuff?
Depends, bro.
Or is it just
It depends on the artist. Like those are two R&B artists. I'm not watching it to watch you dance.
Okay.
I'm watching it to hear them hits, the ones that had me in my feelings, had me with the boom box outside the girl window.
Oh, Mario hit a lot of them though. Why didn't he win it?
Because he just couldn't sing.
Who, O'Marion?
Yeah.
Oh,
The auto tune came in play. The auto tune was
did
obvious.
he do any of his hits?
He did hits, but I just think like he's just not a singer.
Did y'all watch the one before that one, the Ray J and Bobby V? Ray J up there singing off the Migos and stuff.
I told Marlon that. I was like, what is going on?
Brandy looked embarrassed in the crowd.
Oh man.
Jeremiah was over there.
Oh, is it Jeremiah?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh,
he
you see
was
when Omarion
birthday.
brought Jeremiah's birthday and he tried to do birthday?
Oh no, I was
my
skipping through
Oh,
Omarion.
he saw like it took like several.
After him and his brother was eating watermelons, I said no sir, I'm good on watching them.
Why not eat watermelons though? Why not some other fruit? So
What is that doing? What are you doing to the crowd?
I guess because they figured it was an R&B type of show.
So you're gonna eat watermelon? Is that sexy now or something?
That's the goal. They were trying to be more like sexy, attractive, or
but
whatever.
you already know what they're saying about us and watermelon. Why watermelon?
Coulda ate a strawberry.
Strawberry.
Nigga could have popped the blueberry in his mouth.
Or an
Yeah,
apple or something.
I was embarrassed for him too.
And then
But
you saw he tried to hand the watermelon. They didn't take it. they like, oh no.
That's a watermelon you just
Right.
shoved in your mouth.
And this during COVID. When I share watermelon during COVID.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I saw that. I told Marlon I was so entertained by that because I don't even watch Versus.
Me either.
But then for some reason I got
Like I didn't even watch that one live. That versus happened. I saw
You saw the reaction.
Yeah, I seen the Ray J video on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
I seen the Ray J video where he was singing, where he wasn't singing. I was like, oh, okay, that's what happened. Let me go watch that.
I told Marlon it's because this guy's been fooling the crowd for a long time with his auto tune.
Man,
When it came time to sing it live,
That's
it
what a lot
wasn't
of Twitter people were saying.
it
It's like,
was
man,
it's not the
you
same.
really see that auto tune? I ain't gonna lie, man. If that's how they sound, I might switch over to R&B.
Yeah, 'cause
I think I sound damn good with some auto tune.
I looked at O'Marion's songs. I listened to the videos. I said, wow, this guy was.
I seen somebody on Twitter say he left his vocals where his IceBox used to be. Or something. I think that was the tweet that made me. I was like, okay, yeah. Let me go watch
it
it.
was so bad.
Man,
It was so
Yeah.
bad. I felt bad for Mario. I never felt somebody. It was so bad.
Mario
'Cause he said-
cooked them.
Mario cooked him.
He started bringing up.
He brought the fake Beat 2K
That's what I was gonna say.
in round one. I was like, oh man,
He started bringing B2K.
he's
He
fooled.
he played a lot of B2K songs too,
Yeah, I don't know
and that
why.
didn't even help him.
The crazy. Well, you probably it's probably different for you, but for me, like I know of B2K, but Omarion's songs to me, his better songs are when he left.
After he left,
Yeah.
I think he over.
So that's why I was confused when he kept doing his B2K songs.
Like everyone said, he was overconfident.
I
yeah,
think-
he definitely
he
was.
I think he
came out
missed.
there
I
cocky.
think I think he misjudged the crowd too. He probably thought you'd have a lot of crowd
I
from.
think he misjudged who Mario is.
Oh yeah,
Mario
yeah, that's
is
true.
he's
Yeah,
talented.
Mario is
Yeah.
from Baltimore.
Oh God.
That's BMO, baby. We don't play that. We competitive. And he brought like he had all these featured singers. Like he even had what's his name? I can't remember the guy.
Mario won off of unreleased.
I released song.
Unreleased
I
song.
swear,
I've never seen anybody
Joe
in
Biden
versus
said the
win.
same thing.
I've never seen somebody win with the unreleased song, bro.
Or Tank, the singer
Yeah.
Tank. He had an old school singer, Hall of Fame singer. Omarion brought him, and Mario said, "Don't do it, Tank. You're a good singer. I respect you, but you're gonna go with somebody who's losing."
He said a Jeremiah.
He brought Jeremiah too.
That's what
He
he
brought a
said,
lot of
Jeremiah.
features, and Mario did not bring not a single feature.
Cooked them.
Cooked him
Cooked
still.
That's crazy.
The comments had me dead because they were like 50-0,
Man,
And I think-
15-0.
it was bad.
And I think Chris Brown clowned Omarion.
Oh
Really?
yeah,
yeah,
dude.
he did.
Wow. They beefing or something?
what are you thinking? Like, you're not a singer. I mean, like, you're not in the same caliber. Like, it's just like, you know what you're doing. Like, why did you even take that verses?
Did
Like,
y'all listen to the album Chris Brown just dropped?
I heard it's making its noise. I haven't done it yet. I've seen it with me. I saw a couple of videos, music videos. Chris Brown is always, to me. Chris Brown. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a Chris Brown fan. He just
Does it
cutthroat.
shock me?
He's just cutthroat for an R&B singer, but
Yeah.
I understand. I feel like that's what he's. He doesn't get enough credit
Because
because
of the Rihanna shit.
the Rihanna stuff, and then he's also like he's a blood. He's all this. He's just.
Is he?
Oh, that's what he says.
That's what he claims. He claims he's.
I feel like
I
he's
didn't know
just
that.
it's just too out there for the R&B soft kind of hard. He's trying to
Got
play
too many tattoos.
he's trying to play too
Both sides.
both sides. You gotta be like he has to be like
I told him, you know what the truth is. The uncut version is he's one of us.
Got too many tattoos.
I
You
mean,
talking about him, nigga?
look at
I'm-
look at what Michael Jackson did. You gotta have both sides.
Yeah.
he has to have that Bruno Mars image for him to be
Yeah.
like respected in that manner. Because
Say
when you're watching his YouTube video, I was like, yo, this guy can
dance.
dance.
Yeah.
He can sing too. There's no reason why this guy is not like very, very popular. Like
Yeah.
He should be the next Michael.
he's good at what he does.
Yeah, I just seen a lot
And
of
he-
people
and he
recently
puts-
saying
and
he
he
better
puts-
than Michael.
And he puts a
Yeah, I
lot
heard
of
that.
one thing I respect about him. He puts a lot of effort in his craft. Like those videos are not cheap.
Oh, yeah.
He goes in, but then he still gets like what 2 million views. When like
They said his last tape the first week just did like 70 in the first week.
yeah. I think it's his image. The folk don't like him.
Yeah.
The industry doesn't like him.
Is he on a label right now? Or is he indie?
He's actually
signed.
He's signed. He's
He-
signed. Oh, he's
he been
definitely
signed since
He's
13.
fully signed.
So
But I think they don't market him as good as they'll do like a like I
needs to
said,
be-
like a Bruno Mars
He
or
needs to be
somebody
like
big.
The Weeknd.
Yeah,
'Cause
he needs to be. There's no way the Weeknd should be bigger than Chris
Yeah.
Brown. There's no way.
No way.
There's no way the Weeknd should be bigger than Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Because the Weeknd could sing, but can he sing?
Yeah.
Can he sing? I mean,
he
if
can
he
sing
goes,
better than Omarion. Shit.
But
but you see what the Weeknd's doing. You know, he's loved
Yeah.
by
he knows
everybody.
his people. He has some connections. He knows who he's working with and stuff like that.
Mhm. Chris Brown's stories just be crazy. They just
Yeah,
be,
Chris Brown. One weekend, Chris Brown just got in a fight. Chris Brown ran away.
Yeah.
Police chase.
Yeah.
Chris Brown. He's an R&B
I heard he can
singer.
hoop too.
Oh yeah, he can. I heard that too. He has a whole basketball court in the back of his house.
and
I
then
saw. Oh, you saw Gilly.
was playing basketball against him.
Gilly and them. They did their podcast with him at his house. I was like, man, this guy gotta be powerful. He didn't even go to their studio. They came to his house.
They did that for another rapper.
I told him. I said he's powerful too. He had him in the trenches.
Yeah. 2 million cash. Yeah.
Oh, Derek.
Yeah. They went to, yeah. They
But
went to
did
Chicago for dirt.
Did Drink Champ do that? Though?
He didn't do it at Drink Champs interview yet.
Or Drink Champs went to Chris Brown's house too.
Who is Drink Champs again?
No,
No.
this guy's reaching. That's Noriega. Come on, Nori. Hey, Nori, man. Such as life loves you. We'd love to have you here. Don't
Yeah,
don't-
I'm an independent mind. I
you
say whatever comes to my
That's
head.
T-Mac for you right here. T-Mac always got to say something. But no, I mean, I agree. I feel like Chris Brown. When he came out with it, back then it was like with that Joel Santana song. How did it go?
Oh, the one you were talking about.
Oh, he was dancing to it. Mel was dancing.
No.
I couldn't dance for it.
Forgot how the song goes. But
Yeah, that Rihanna thing really messed him up.
yeah, because
That
I've
really
seen
messed him up.
R. Kelly on here. There's something going on with the R&B singers, man. I mean, the only person.
Inspiration got to come from them freaky songs they making.
What happened to Trey Songz?
There's Neo.
It was a girl. He was in the club the other night. This girl said, security told the girl that Trey Songz don't want no dark skins in his section. So Mel, I would like to. This brings me to a good point. What do you think about that?
What did he need in his section? What did he want in his
light
section?
skins only.
I don't understand that though.
Me either.
This is how I think about it.
I like to pick people's minds who think like that.
No, seriously. I don't know. First of all, I would never say that. I don't
Oh
want
no, I
specific
didn't.
person.
No, that's not what
No,
I
I know that. I'm just saying, like, I'm disappointed in him saying that.
Yeah.
But what I think about it, I think it's wrong. I think he really say that. He don't want no dark skin.
That's what the girl said. She said the club promoter said that as well. Like she said that she went to security. Security told her that. She then went to try to go talk to the club promoter or whatever, and then the club promoter was like, nah, only light skins in his section. That's what he do.
Okay, so.
And she said a lot of the celebrities do that.
But
what?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know. I get canceled. That's only a problem in the United States.
That's a preference. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's a
you can't be mad at
preference.
somebody for that. Well, okay, I can. Okay, actually, let me back that up. So he can only like light skins. Nah, then again, it is his section. In my section, you can't come in my section. I don't say you can come in my section. So he might got a point. I don't know. Go ahead.
Because in I know in Africa, our parents, before they came here and now they don't care. They said, I only want you to have an African girl.
Oh,
you
yeah.
brought somebody who's not African, they would have been like, but in America, I mean, I guess it's a big deal because it's racist.
I honestly feel like, I don't even think it's only in America. I just feel like it's actually a bad thing. The older I get and the more I look at it, I feel like it's a problem. I just feel like right now, the light-skinned, it has to be light-skinned, not even light-skinned black, just the bright color skin. Mm-hmm. Is just being more preferable for most people, and I feel like that's why a lot of black guys are dating like white girls. Oh, everywhere. I don't think. Never. I don't think it's just America. There's just a way. Like it's just me personally. I feel like it's a lot of, people going for the brighter skin. I don't think they say, "Oh, you light, I want you," but there's just something going on where they're just going for that skin tone, and I think it's a big issue. I mean, I feel like even in Africa, maybe they're going for that same.
But I think
everywhere, I think it's the same situation. Whether they light skinned, they're white, they're Hispanic, it's just something that's going on, and I think I don't know if it's a problem, I don't know if it's a shift, but it's very common these days. Now, I don't know if there's a reason why that is the case. I don't know if there's because maybe there's reasons why they don't want to go for the dark skin and stuff. But I feel the same way too. Like if I go talk to I don't look like Skid Davidson. So I just don't know if there's something is going on. It's a good point. And at one point I had my time. Marlo. I had my time. Well, before I let him go, because I had my time where I had a mixed attraction to certain people.
Yeah, let us know.
But when I got not in that. But I'm just saying as time went on, I had to catch myself. I was like, hold on. Why? I was like, why? Okay. I shouldn't have a choice to get and I've been watching lately. I've been watching a lot of podcasts, interviews, and a lot of things like Omar Johnson. I'm trying to look at everybody's perspective to see.
Black women are beautiful.
Black men, black is beautiful. So I want the lineage and stuff. I'm also trying to balance that. I also ask myself, okay, why am I attracted to this specific person? Whether it's color, skin tone, or whatever. I'm at a point where I ask myself that question, and I even feel guilty if I have a girl I'm trying to talk to a lot who's not even doesn't have this light skin. It could be just a different race. And I'm like, okay, why am I going for this girl? Like, how is it gonna I battle with this stuff. Like, how is my family gonna look at it this way? How am I gonna teach her that I'm a Zulu, how am I gonna let her understand the way I look at things and stuff like that? Because it's tough.
My problem with that is, like T Matt said, it's a preference. I don't like feeling bad because I don't prefer something. I think everyone should do what they want, but then I don't like when people get canceled because they say they don't like something,
Yeah.
So I mean most people want what they aren't like, a lot of black people go for other ones, and then I think it's on the other side. I think a lot of white people are going for not white people. They're going for other things nowadays. That's why you've seen a lot of mixed babies running around.
I think it's like you said, it is a preference, but it's a line that people do pass. It's like once you start, it's like all right. So if I say I only like, and this is 100% not true. If I say I only like white women, then that's a preference. But if I say I only like white women because black girls do this, then that's when it's like, all right, you ain't gotta tear down one group
Yeah.
to uplift another group.
It's a stigma.
But you might not say that though.
Yeah.
You might just say like white women,
Yeah,
but it
but
doesn't
yeah,
mean. But there's
that's-
reason behind it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's a reason somewhere, but and that's that goes deep into like self awareness and stuff. How aware somebody is like with themselves, but.
And how
I
people
think
view the
it's
world.
cool to have a preference, or not cool, but I don't think it's bad to have a preference.
Yeah.
Because it's not to me personally, it's only a problem when men have a preference. If a girl says I
Yeah.
only date white dudes, it's no uproar. If
Yeah.
if a black man say I only like white girls, he's getting attacked. So it's just
That is
But
true.
I feel like the one problem with that though, one of the issues is that, at least out of experience, is that most, well, I'll speak for men because I don't know about women, but for the most men that would date in that different culture or different race or something, they tend to treat the other man that doesn't rate that as if they're not part of them. That's what the issue is. So if I'm dating a white girl, I feel like I'm superior to the black man that's dating a black girl. That's what I have the problem with. And I think
that's a
I
problem.
don't think they
That
naturally
go back
do
to
it.
self-awareness
I don't
and
think it's
stuff.
natural. They naturally do it, but there's a lot more. Like you see it. You just stand back and say like, wow, he feels like he's better because his friends are all. Because in most cases when you're dating white girls, because you hang out with a lot of white people, you know, white friends and stuff. That's how you got to that white girl. Vice versa, if you would hang out with a lot of black guys, you hang out with a lot of black people, and I mean, might not be the same all the time, but then I do feel it in that, you know, like I said, I speak for myself too, because I've had these instances when I'm in, you know, where I've been, you know, in situations where, like, you know, I got tickled by a white woman, but you know, and I'm like, and I started, because I'm older now, so I started thinking, okay, generationally, chances are, because us honestly as men or as human beings as men, when you get a girl or something, you're gonna verge towards the women's culture more than, because you fall in love. It's very difficult for you to make a woman go towards what you do. Everything's gonna be like, especially if it's a woman of a different era, you're so amazed by that, so you might get caught up into all that. Like, you know, you start doing. That's when you start having like people like, you know, my dad say, oh, you don't hang out with us no more. Now I'm going to my girlfriend. So what are you doing for Christmas? I'm going to my girlfriend. The girlfriend is not going, I'm going to my boyfriend. You know what I mean? You start going towards her. It's not like you think about it. It's just because I used to get mad at it, but it's just natural. Because to you, naturally, it's new to you. So you're so excited by it. And then that's where I start to kind of, I used to get confused, and again, speaking for myself, I used to battle with that, like, wow. And I started saying, okay, you know, at the end of the day, I'm African, I'm from this, I want my kids to know that I don't want to lose my culture over somebody else. Because then I'll see all this stuff, you know, on TV about saying, oh, you know, Africans this, African that, and then I can't really back myself out, because now I'm this other culture. I'm American. I'm this race. I'm in this white race, and I'm like, oh, I start feeling guilty, and I feel like that's why the Omar Johnsons are mad. I know maybe they go so strong about it, but I get it.
Wait, you said who?
Is that his name?
Umar.
You talking about Dr. Umar?
Yeah.
Dr. Umar. Yeah, Dr. Umar. Yeah. Because when I used to see him, I was just like, oh, this guy just.
That's one funny guy.
Yeah, well, see, when you look at him, you're like, oh, he's an angry black man. But if you take 1 minute to listen to his conversation,
He love black people.
like, okay,
Yeah,
I
that's what
get
like
it.
from him.
I get what he's saying. He's probably saying it because he's at the point where he's angry now. You know, he's like, wow, this gotta change.
Yeah.
Not that he's right in everything he says, no, but I get it. But also, the world is changing. We all mixed around. We're going to school with Japanese, Asianese, and Stefanese. You're not gonna say, you know, you know.
God.
It's just, you know, we just gonna. It's a whole lot
of Asian people that he just butchered that. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying we're just going with different races now. It's a mixture. So our cultures, we can't expect everybody. I don't expect I'll be honest with you. I don't expect my cousin to be with a black. I mean, I can already tell by the way he acts, the stuff he says. And it's I have to think about it. My little cousin, you know, I'm gonna say his name. I was about to say it, but I can't. Just the way he looks at life, I can't even see him with a black girl. And maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I was like, man, I don't even think he's gonna black. And he's only 11.
I think
he's only 11, so he's already showing me that he kind of is demeaning them. He might sound like he's joking about it. I'm like, wow, he's already made his mind up. He doesn't want. So
I think it go back to the self-aware part of it. Like, you have to realize all black women ain't the same, all white women ain't the same, all black men ain't the same, all white men ain't the same. So it's like once you get past that, then I feel like you run into people who have like less preferences and stuff.
Yeah.
But even then, I have preferences. I understand those who don't, but hey,
I've never met somebody
I
who
think
has
everybody
no
has a
preferences.
preference. I was gonna say everybody has a preference.
There's some people who say they'll talk to anybody, but they won't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
They're
lying.
Most people will say that. Most people will say they'll talk to anybody, but those are the ones I don't trust.
what are your are there any like
Yeah,
any, like,
what are your
preferences like that a woman has to have?
A woman,
Yeah,
yes, you have.
yeah, like for you to be like personality wise.
Oh, I'm weird.
I know.
I like stuff that's out of the ordinary. I actually get swept off by women that don't take showers. On an occasion.
What?
Because let me explain to you why.
Hold on. What does that mean? You said showers?
Yeah.
Like
Because to me that tells me that woman is not all about how. Okay, my preference is here's the thing. My preference is women
yo,
that do not
bathe daily? Is that what you mean?
no, let me tell you, that do not that are not too self-conscious. I don't like self-consciousness because I do a lot of stuff that's out of the ordinary, where I want to go to the lake, I want to go to the sun, I want to go for a walk. But if somebody feels like, oh, their makeup is gonna melt, or this is gonna do that, they're gonna do that. Oh my gosh,
okay.
I don't look.
Okay.
I like to just go. I just like to go. I just like to do stuff. You know, I don't like people who was so concerned about how they look, how they feel, who's gonna be there. It gives me anxiety
So
because I'm that type of person. I like natural beauty. I don't like women that are gonna look for. It's just like, you know, that's realistic because it's not gonna happen. You know, but they're always gonna look for makeup, just to go look and stuff. You know, to do stuff. It's just a pet peeve. That's why I use the connotation. I don't like women that don't take a shower.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
that one threw me for a curveball.
Because I mean, if a woman is not too serious about a shower, she can be in any place in the world.
It sound like you serious about this shower.
Yeah.
Thing, bro.
Oh, he's been telling us recently a lot about showers. I think he's telling the truth because off camera, he's been
Natural
talking
oils
about
are
it.
always the best oils.
Maybe not.
What
women
about
who don't
soap,
take showers.
man? What about cleaning?
Cleaning.
Natural oils gonna take off.
You
the
can still be clean without taking a shower. I'm not saying like every day. You didn't tell me how often. You didn't ask me how often a shower is. I didn't say for a week or something. No,
That's another conversation for another day.
no,
we might have enough time today.
I'm just kidding about the shower thing. But I honestly, like I said to you, I just
kidding.
I like a woman that, you know, I'm just very I get so, you know, I get so irritated fast because
Yeah.
I don't like to, you know, I just like to be natural because I feel like, especially with the social media and everything that's going on right now, everybody's trying to do stuff to impress somebody. Even
yeah.
people would
That's-
deny
that's
it,
what
but
social media
but
was
that's
made
why
for.
people do it. Like for, you know, like you say, oh, are we going to this? Oh, let me go do this, and they take 3 hours getting ready just to go to Walmart. It
Yup.
doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to me. And like, you know, I'll give an example. Coming here, my shirt is wrinkled,
Mhm.
but I thought about it. But I was like, you know what? Such is life. This is
Yeah,
life. You know,
such
I'm
is
trying
life.
to live a life that's normal, that's not stressful, and that's what stresses us a lot because we always try, and especially being a black man, we go so much into, like, you know, the Louis Vuitton, you know, the whole thing about branding.
Yeah.
We're the ones who really consume a lot of the brands more than
We
anybody
consume
else.
all of it.
All of it. You know,
Mhm.
Hennessy is made by Louis Vuitton, and they're making all the money from their clothing and the liquor and stuff like that. So
I didn't know that.
yeah,
They're killing the game
they
right now.
they're killing
Oh, yeah.
Hennessy cognac. You know, so
'Cause people are literally going to shop at Louis V, then going to get a bottle of Hennessy.
yeah, and no offense, no disrespectful, but when I go hang out with my white friends, hardly do they ever get a Hennessy and Coke.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's getting Hennessy and Coke, and it's expensive. You know, they're getting beers, and I'm looking at them like, yo, why are you getting a beer? But this, you know, but not to say it's bad to drink. You know, there's nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
But it's just things like that, you know, I'm just trying to open up my mind to different things now. And I'm at a point, like, you know what they call that age,
Midlife crisis.
midlife crisis. You start
You
to
only
see
gave
things.
us one, right?
What?
One preference.
Yeah.
You only need to give us one more.
What other preference do you mean? What do you mean? Like,
you only have one preference? That's
Oh,
the
no.
only-
What do you mean, like, though?
Like, all right. So for example, like
Like
I
black
would-
and
I
white?
would-
I
I
can
would
tell
like
you.
No. Like personality wise. Like for example, I look for in a woman to have like a good sense of humor. Like, cause my sense of humor is pretty dark sometimes.
Yeah.
So you can't have no weak.
It's gonna be hard
sense
for you
of
to
humor.
find one these days.
I know. Everybody's so damn sensitive.
Oh yeah, not just a woman. Everyone's sensitive
Everybody's
right now.
sensitive now.
Social media made them sensitive.
Yeah, it's I don't like a woman that's expensive.
Oh man, he gonna be single for the rest of his life in 2022. But get that bread and then leave. That's all they want to do.
No.
No, the makeup thing
I'm
was
kidding.
good. I actually argue with Lauren about makeup.
Self-conscious.
But I wouldn't think.
I wouldn't call it
it's-
makeup.
I don't
Makeup
think
sound a little
Okay, not makeup, but just getting
self-consciousness.
self-conscious.
And
I
I
don't
think-
think that's a word though.
I think the biggest problem is
because we're on social media.
I think females are taught from a young age to be self-conscious. That's what the problem is. It's hard to find one that's
What you
not
mean?
taught. Like, I saw Lauren was teaching her little sister about makeup, and I'm like, she's young. Why she even need to do makeup? But it's like she's looking at her. She's like, can you help me do my makeup? Because she just sees all the other women around her doing makeup, and she's thinking. So as they're growing up,
I see what you're
they're
saying.
constantly like
Yeah.
thinking of
It's part of
how they
their-
look. Like you said, social media also has a big part to do with it. But like, they're just like always. It's a competition since they're young. Like you know,
Yeah.
they be like, "Oh, that girl's ugly," or
Yeah.
I don't like this. I should do this.
See, and that I wish they taught that in school. Like when somebody tell you ugly, that's just a preference. That don't mean the whole
Exactly.
world thinks. Well, some of y'all is really ugly, but just because one person tell you ugly, man, don't mean the whole world think that. You can't like in 2022. I feel like a lot of people, and this go back to the sensitive thing we was just saying. A lot of people let words get to them, bro.
Mm.
Like words are words. I've never understood. And then if it's I don't see how people get offended by facts, right? So let's just say it's I don't want to be, oh well. Let's just say it's somebody who is unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Their weight is unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody points it out to them.
Yeah, that's not happening
In 2022, that person is going to cry. They're going to say, oh, you're a bully.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just telling you you're unhealthy. I stated a fact. I shouldn't get looked at like a villain because you tell somebody a fact.
Mm-hmm. We were talking to Mom about that the other day, actually. Like, you can't even be
You
factual.
can't. People cry over facts, and that's something that I had to like teach myself. Like, yo, you can't get mad at a fact.
Yeah, over the years, reality has been in existence because, like you said, we're talking about, and I was also listening to a podcast recently that was talking about that too. It would rather, so this podcast was discussing this, what do they call the oversized attire, like
Plus size.
plus size. There's a plus sized person in the Sports Illustrated for last month.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy, his name is Jordan Spite. I mean, the world hates him because he points out stuff like this. Cause so Sports Illustrated posted this cover of the last month, and they're an oversized person, and he's like, he commented because he's very known for talking this kind of conversation, and he responded to it. He's like, "This is horrible. No, this is not sexy."
That's what I'm saying.
And then she got
promoting
mad,
it.
and then they got he got fit. He got what do you call it? People were fighting back at him, and he got pushback, and people were complaining, trying to cancel him. He's like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's Sports Illustrated is for athletic people.
Yeah, and that
Show
dude
the
ain't doing no sports.
athletic. They're showing the athleticism,
Yeah.
But you're putting a woman with this and stuff, and you're saying this is that because you're just conforming to it.
Yeah.
20 years ago, Sports Illustrated would not have this woman on there.
Exactly.
This is not right.
It's a lot of pandering going on nowadays.
So that's like but even
like-
It's the equality thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like bro, it's like they it's this trend of accepting everybody for who they are.
Yeah.
No. You're a crappy person who you are. You need to change some things about yourself.
Yeah, and we don't even say it, in a wrong way, but I think it's just the wrong way of moving the culture, because it's bad, especially for the kids, the people who are growing up, because you're teaching them to be.
It's like you're teaching them whatever they do is fine.
So like the example you gave with makeup,
consequences.
because she doesn't know. When you ask yourself question, I mean, I'm not a girl, maybe I shouldn't speak about this, but in the first place, why do you put makeup on?
Yeah.
Are you saying okay, the way you look is not pleasing enough that
Yeah.
you have to put makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think like if you ask 100 girls that,
They
it'll
won't
probably
answer.
be less than 20 that say I put the makeup on for me to make myself feel. That's not. None of them really do it for that.
But
They all
most
doing
of them
it
will
for an image.
say,
They'll say that,
but most of them will say that.
but they're not telling
think
the
so?
truth.
Oh yeah. A lot of girls will
Okay.
say, "Oh, I'm not doing it for anybody. I'm doing it
Yeah,
for
that's
myself."
a lie. Y'all lying.
Yeah.
So
They do say that.
Because half of y'all look better without makeup.
Mhm.
That's the thing.
The only
but
people
again,
doing natural beauty are the ones who are trying to fight makeup.
makeup, exactly. Yeah.
So it's like, and they're usually the ones that are a little off sometimes.
Oh,
Because
What
they'll
you
be
mean- what you
fighting.
mean by off?
They'll be
Oh,
fighting
God.
You mean they
makeup.
ugly?
Oh,
No,
God.
Oh.
not ugly. They're fighting makeup, but they're also the ones who hate men.
man.
Just be
Yeah.
honest.
I sent a picture to Marlon of Kim K during the Ray J days.
She was bad.
Huh?
She was bad.
She was bad isn't good looking or bad isn't bad.
Bad isn't good looking.
Bad is good, exactly.
She,
but
she might have been badder then. Than she
no,
is
no,
now.
no. I sent it. Yeah, she looked a lot different than what she looks right now. But then I was like, okay, well, Ray, everybody was attracted to her at the time. She was doing something right. So when did the nose job and everything come in play? Why?
Exactly.
Why? Because when she got
It's a
the
trend,
thing that got
man.
it popular
Yeah.
was before she did the changes. So why did you change it?
What got her popular? The tape, right?
Of course.
And she's 40, so I don't know why she's still trying to look like she's
But she did it before she
'Cause
was even
how,
30.
How old is Pete Davidson?
28.
Exactly. That's
She has-
why.
so Pete, yeah, so she wants Pete
want
Davidson to say a
she want
28-year-old. Yeah.
Young pub. What is it called? She
Yeah,
yeah, come
so-
swinging through my way.
And that's the only problem I have with the people like that. I mean, I have no problem with her
Yeah.
making her money and stuff. And because the thing is, like, I have cousins, I have nieces, I have, they look up to her. So they want to be her. So meaning that want to be her means they want to,
Get the nose job.
they got to get another job. They want to do the sex tape. No matter what. I mean, no. no.
no.
I mean, I'm just saying. They don't look at it that way. But that's, when you look at your idol, you want to be, how did she do it? So if you get the opportunity to be her, you're going to do it too. I mean, I'm sorry. It's Kim K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like for her, I feel bad for her kids because they have to look at a fake skin mom every day.
But how's she going to look at 70?
Plastic.
How long does it take her to get ready in the morning? I mean, this might be the most darkest episode we have, but it's just the truth. How long does she take to get ready in the morning?
Too long.
Hours. It take a normal girl an hour. So
Probably still gets up at 3 in the morning to get
Y'all
ready for 8
seen-
o'clock.
did y'all?
But the controversial part of me also thinks the makeup thing, because the makeup industry has a lot of money. They're making bread.
They are.
It's a big only to get home and baby, I gotta wash my face before I go to sleep.
Man, I don't want to put makeup on the pillow.
That stuff is expensive. They buy that
What
multiple
makes
times.
what makes me upset is that the most beautiful women on this earth are the ones that use, at least me in my position, that use makeup the
And they
most.
don't need it.
They don't need it. All the girls I've been with that use makeup, or I'm like, why do you use? They are so nice, and the blemishes, like the imperfection. What they
It's
don't understand
small.
is that what they don't understand
That's
is
what
that
make you
exactly. That's what
I
makes me upset
like
with the
about
guys. Those imperfections. That's why. Have you ever seen like celebrities would cheat with the girl, and the girl's like, "Oh my gosh, he cheated with this girl.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian is so much better than it." Because that girl he's naturally
It's naturally looking good.
looking good. That imperfection is good.
Yeah.
We want that. But I think we should switch subjects before we get cancer for good.
Yeah. It's a.
I think we've said the word cancer all day. Huh?
There's another subject that was in the news
Which one?
yesterday. Moneybag Yo and his girlfriend.
What did they do?
Apparently they were fighting.
What were they fighting about?
No clue. I just know that she tweeted out. She said, "This is the last time I let a nigga put his hands on me."
So
But before you make a comment, remember this is the same chick that said she's gonna. I don't want to misquote her, but she basically said she wants her dude to pull his gun out on her, and that's the way she is gonna be submissive.
I was talking to Marlon about this. Again, sorry, Kim, you have to come back in this conversation. we're talking about how most of these guys, when they go into a relationship with people like Ari, that's a name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the Kim Kardashians and stuff, you know their history. What
Yeah.
makes you think you coming into their relationship is gonna change everything? This girl
That's
has
a
always
good
been known.
question.
She's fighting with and she always arguing with G.O.A.T about the
Yeah.
kids and stuff and
Mhm.
going and stuff. Well, I get it. When you like somebody, you the new guy in town, you're not gonna think too much into all this stuff. I get it. But these people are always gonna be who they are, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's why when you told me this story, I wasn't. I was. It's sad to say I wasn't surprised that she's fighting with Moneybag. I wasn't. I wasn't surprised because to my eyes, that girl already comes off as not
Toxic.
that toxic. Not that it's her fault or not, but she just says that in her that whenever she's in a relationship, she just get into
Toxic,
yeah. And then the guy, he's probably Moneybag is probably telling her he's probably feeding off her history.
Yeah.
Naturally, in the back of his mind, he's feeding off who she is. That's why he gets to where he is right now.
Yeah.
He's probably treating her like who she is because that's how he met her. Oh, this is the girl who messed with G.O.A.T, but she's always been like this. So he's not looking at her any different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, So at least that's how I feel about this situation.
She's Black China.
I feel like
Exactly. If I date Black China today, I can expect you to be, happily ever after with me.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I just feel like people get too comfortable. People like men and women. Excuse me. It's so many times in relationships where people know they should leave, not be in it,
Mhm.
but they're just so scared to start something new. They're scared of being uncomfortable. I feel like I know in a lot of domestic violence situations, I feel like that's the issue.
Oh yeah.
Like women just like they know it's not good for them. They know the situation where they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Scared of change.
I don't
Yeah.
condone violence at all whatsoever, whether man or woman, whatever it is, at least domestic violence. But what I was going to say is that I agree with you, but what I was going to say is I do also, it's funny we're talking about this.
Mm.
I do understand too when you're in that position, you're so much in love that you don't see the other side. That's the problem. You can't. It's hard to just walk out. I'm sure at least for a woman, you just can't walk out because this guy is not.
Okay.
As a woman, this guy is not for you.
Are you saying that
know
in the
that
woman
guy.
aspect or in both?
Oh, these days, men and women are pretty much on the same level, so it
Okay.
could be on both sides.
So maybe I just ain't been in love yet. Because if a female put her hands on me, it's over. It's over with.
Or would you fight back and stay?
Cut this part. Cut that part out. Nah. I mean, if I'm being 100% honest, it's just gonna be instinct to swing back real quick. But then I'm gonna be like, dang, I'm gonna leave.
Mm-hmm. It's never happened before.
Yeah, never.
It's just a story.
So, men and women are equal these days. So they say. So they say.
That's what they want.
I said
They
so
want.
they say.
Yeah, when it's convenient
So
for women.
I'm talking in terms of feelings, not physical aspects and beating up and we should do this. I'm just saying so I feel like going back to your question, I feel like both men and women just fall in love. They don't know how to move on. They just go into this mess
All right,
and it's over.
I got another question. This is on a different topic though.
Mhm.
What is y'all's biggest fear as far as bringing a child into the world?
Social media.
Social media.
Okay. Mine is the propaganda that the media tries to force on us. Like how they try to force now it's like in all the Disney shows now it's a little gay character and all that now.
Yeah,
That's what I'm scared of.
but that's why I say how it gets to them.
Social media.
Social media.
That's true.
Disney's only doing it because it's
Mm.
big. Like
Mm.
everyone's talking about it on social media. Social media is just very dangerous.
I can guarantee
Yes,
you.
especially for people who are easily swayed.
Yeah, when you're young.
Well, when you're
shouldn't-
young, you
Yeah.
easily swayed by
You shouldn't
By
be-
Chinese.
everything. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should be seeing this when you're
You
young.
you are curious when you're young. Your mind is very curious, and that's how
Yeah.
that's how they make money. That's how Google is not selling their product. I mean, let me not even go to Google. YouTube or TikTok is not selling their product to a 45-year-old.
Yeah.
They know for a fact they're selling it to. I guarantee you, it's either on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. Guarantee you, he's not doing
Me
anything.
too. I bet.
So it's like it's crazy, and he's 11. Imagine a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
I was telling Marlon I was watching this little cousin Kai, The other day, he was on a YouTube. He was watching YouTube, and his mom was working, and she gave him. They have iPads, actually, tablets dedicated just for YouTube. They're designed with one icon. That's just YouTube. They probably don't just hit click play.
So he
They
just get on there clicking.
that's how they babysit. That's how they babysitting their kids these days. You give him a tablet, he watches YouTube, and this kid, he was watching a kids show being acted by adults older than all three of us.
That's weird.
Exactly, but they're acting as kids. The kids show and say, "Oh man," and then one of the parts, and the adult had a phone with their phone case that was designed like an ice cream, shaped like an ice cream, and then she was like, just kind of playing. And she's like, "Hey, you wanna lick this? It's ice cream." And I was like, I was disturbed just watching. I was like, because I just walked in right when he was watching that episode. I was like, what is he watching? They're licking a phone like ice cream, and it was like the motion just disturbed me. It was so slow motion, and it's like, oh, you wanna try it? Yeah. It was like, what the heck is this?
Oh my gosh.
No, that's.
And you know how kids learn fast.
Yeah.
Because this the
Especially
mind
at
that
4.
you say something
yeah.
to her, you say something to her, it's gonna stick to their mind.
It's crazy because like with technology now, they can get stuff so fast, like without any problems. They can just look it up. 2 seconds, you find it out. But it also teaches them, it does teach them that they start thinking that that's how the world is. I get it. I need it now.
Yeah.
So like a lot of kids,
not how it works.
you tell them something or they
tell
want
them no.
something. You tell them no. They say, why not? I want it now, and start crying. They want it like as soon as possible.
And that's a tactic.
That's what else we raising, a bunch of crybabies.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
All these kids crybabies nowadays, man.
I'm surprised you
it's
know
coming
that.
from T-Mac, man.
I
I got two little sisters,
It's
4 and 6.
You experienced this too?
Yes. You give them their little tablets. You take the tablet away for 5 seconds. It's time to eat. They start crying. Golly.
I can't stand that crying.
They just don't have patience. There's no patience whatsoever for kids right now. Like they're growing up with no patience.
Yeah. I think I grew up with no patience.
So that's my
We grew up
fear.
with no patience, but I think it's like on another level.
Oh yeah, they're having no patience as like toddlers.
Yeah.
So that's my fear of having a child in this world.
The social media.
That's only one of them.
Yeah.
That's only one of them.
What's another one? Since both of y'all said social media.
That's a good question.
Cancel culture.
What?
Or whatever, or best word for that. Because I was talking to my, I think it was my mom the other day. I've never heard the word mean used so many times as they.
Mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about the sensitive stuff, though.
The sensitive. Maybe sensitive is a better word, not cancel culture. Sensitive culture. Mean and racist. And, well, racism is a thing. I'll tell you that. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that, and people have, I watch a whole intellectual podcast. I was describing why racism doesn't exist.
Does it?
Yeah, and there are reasons why they explain it. I get it, but anyway, I would say that just the word race is just we're not gonna go into that. But I would say that racism and race is just used. It's a point where it's being used the wrong way.
Yeah. It's a lot of people using it for using the word when something happens on this level, when the word is really for like this level.
And mainly kids, it's like a joke. Mainly kids will just look to say, "That's racist. That's racist.
Yeah.
That's racist. That's mean." I was like, "Oh man, it's dangerous.
Kids, man.
Sensitive, man."
Sensitive is.
But I ain't gonna lie, it's partly the parents' fault. Some of these parents sensitive too.
Yeah, we have a lot of. Yeah, I agree. We have a lot of kids raising kids now.
Yeah.
We're at that era now. We actually hit that peak where you have kids raising kids. Like I was talking about Ja Morant's dad. Ja Morant's dad is young.
Yeah,
I can't blame. He's young. So I mean, he's not doing anything bad, but I understand that he's raising his son is in NBA. They hang out together like best friends. So it's like,
but a lot of these kids aren't even getting beat anymore. They'll get canceled for beating their kids or get exposed, and they're the big story. They beat their kid too much.
Now I have a different view on that. I don't know about whooping kids. It just depends on the kid, cause it's like all right, growing up, I got whoopings.
Mm-hmm.
I never changed the thought in my head of what I was gonna do. So,
but weren't they trying to whoop you till an old age, right? No,
huh?
They're trying to whoop you till an old age, right?
Till I was like 13.
Yeah, it's a little too old.
But I'm saying even when I'm saying the whoopings didn't work from the very first whooping I got.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like with different children, you have to try different parental tricks and shit.
Mm-hmm. I think you just need to do. It's not always whooping. I think you just need to do something that the kid will listen.
Yeah, because
some kids,
everybody react to
yeah,
things
I think
differently.
you need to look at your child.
So you just need to see what does your child react best to.
Yeah,
If your child is really scared of that belt, that might be the thing that work.
But not overuse it, because then it starts getting a little too much.
Personally, I knew, hey, that belt gonna stop swinging eventually.
Yeah, because some kids you sit them down and talk to them, they don't care.
No, it's some kids that you might have to punch in the face. Like, just being real. These kids, bro, these kids disrespectful.
They are.
Like, I'm saying that from the parent aspect, not saying you just walk down the street punching random kid.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean that.
Yeah. Some kids are just entitled. It's just entitlement. That's what I'm afraid of, entitlement. I don't
think my kid not gonna go through
But
that.
I guess
we're gonna be homeless when let me chill.
But I think it all comes back from what we're talking about. The entitlement comes back as a I guess not just America, but just the world as a whole. Is something that's going on with
the world has been getting sensitive and
sensitive
more
and
sensitive
more
by the second.
The whole equality thing is being abused too.
Yeah, because we're not equal.
You know,
like, we're not
now,
equal in the it's like a lot of people not equal in the social aspect. They're not equal in the financial aspect. So it's like, what makes you think you're really equal? Because me and Jeff Bezos are not equal. Jeff Bezos is that guy.
Yeah. That's right, because that's why I said the whole equality thing is just misused. I mean, it's one thing for a woman to be allowed to do what a man can do. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
If she wants to come and lift weights and stuff and with us, let be it. But honestly, we just not built the same.
Yeah,
there's just no way around that unless start doing this all chemicals. Because like it goes back to what we're talking about.
Chemicals. Yeah.
If they're gonna want to play in the if they want to be really want to be technical, they can come and play the NBA against LeBron James.
Man, half of them wouldn't have no contracts.
They don't even want to.
It goes back to
like literally the best WNBA player in the league would probably be the 8th, 9th best player on the team, maybe. So
on a bad team.
Yeah, that's on a bad team. You're not making it to the Warriors or the Celtics.
Better yet, they can come to the UFC. It's equal, right? So
I have no.
I think.
Oh man, you talking about a woman fighting a man?
I mean, if they
talking
want to be
about Ronda Rousey versus Conor McGregor.
Yeah, if they want to be technical, that's what it is, right?
Would you pay to see that?
No, I can't say that on the podcast.
I'll go to my little stream site.
But I think that's also what causes a lot of things where they're trying to take away that equality, because now people are getting sick of it. That's why they took away the women's abortion. I think they start going too far and they start trying to take it away.
The abortion one is, I don't know.
Because it doesn't make sense to me why they would just, why was it even being discussed of being taken away?
What, the abortion?
Yeah, in the first place.
Well, from what, honestly, the government want more white babies.
What are you trying to say? White women don't abort?
No, I'm saying they are aborting a lot. White women are.
So why would they take it away then?
So they can have more white babies.
More babies.
So the white women will have their babies, and you have more white people. White people, their population is dwindling down.
It is declining a lot.
I know humanity is declining. I talked to Marlon. I was saying that to you.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying that they are saying that in general, people are not having a lot of babies now. And I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
This generation doesn't make babies as much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we know how to wrap it up. I get it. Plan
And
B.
people, you see it because a lot of wealthy people, like business people, like Elon Musk, are so big on humanity. So I knew you had to do. I knew you had to do with humanity, but I just didn't understand like when you what you just said with the white
The
But
population.
you explained it. It had to do with population, like you know.
Population.
Yeah.
They are dwindling down too, because there's a lot of interracial couples. We literally were saying there's so many interracial. Nobody's really dating their own right now. I mean, there's a majority.
I am.
Yeah, no, but that's the same conversation we're having. Like, it's not a lot of. There's a lot of interracial couples. When I went to where were we last week? Or went to the pool, Hurricane Harbor.
Yeah.
Man,
A lot of interracial couples.
if you started all your company today, you make money.
Yo.
I just never seen in one place so like, and maybe because we're also in Hearst, you know, in Bedford area, but
We're in Arlington.
Arlington, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
It was just so widespread. It's okay when they one in there, because then when you go watch the fireworks, it's gonna be like that too.
Oh yeah.
All right. So have y'all been looking at any trendy videos lately?
Oh, we on TikTok.
Okay. So there's this one video that just popped up in my head, and it's a great topic. So it's this video where this father, he has a child with this woman. She has 3 kids. He only has one with her. He brought his son McDonald's, and
I heard about that.
she's saying he should have brought all of the kids McDonald's when they're not his kids.
I saw that. I actually saw that. I saw that was trending.
In my opinion,
I saw that, but okay, go
I
ahead.
didn't see that.
You want me to? In my opinion, man, if it ain't
You get it, though,
my
right?
kid, why would I bring a McDonald's? Why would I bring somebody else's kid?
How many other
food?
kids did she have?
She had that weren't his, like that weren't the dude who brought the McDonald's.
2, right?
Yeah, 2.
How many kids did the girl have? I mean,
The girl had 2. He had 1.
oh, he had one.
Yeah, he only had his.
So he only
one.
brought this kid to McDonald's
Yeah.
when he visited her.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Okay.
Did they live together?
Who?
No.
No.
He
He
doesn't
was-
live with her. They're not together no more.
Yeah,
Oh.
So he just brought a food for the
he
kid.
brought food for his son.
Mm.
That sounds like a great dad. It's like, it seemed like everything a black man try to do, man, they try to villainize. It's like first it's man, the black fathers are absent.
Mhm.
Now we got a black father trying to be present. And now you want to make him do some above and beyond stuff for somebody
Honestly,
else's kid?
Honestly, because one, I don't have kids with the baby mama. There's several other kids.
Do
2,
you have kids?
I don't. I'm just saying I don't understand the situation. But I know now that I don't understand. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that. It's a very interesting scenario.
That's crazy.
But I will say though, I had a situation because my my brother did the same thing with his his girl made him breakfast and did not make my cousin breakfast, who was the younger cousin. So it's the same thing. She made him breakfast and stuff, and she said, "Oh, he'll get some food when we leave." To me, that was like amazing. I was like, "What?" It didn't make sense to me. I was like, "This is a kid." If anything, let's say if there was only one piece of bacon made, I personally would just make the child and say, "Okay, you go get some." But she made her husband food, and she said, so I guess it's normal. So the dad, I guess, in your question is right.
Yeah.
I think the dad's right.
What?
Yeah, me too.
I thought that's why I asked you if they were together. I thought you were saying, because I lived through that. I thought you were saying they were together. I'm serious. I thought you were saying they were together, and the dad brought, like, they all were together, and he came home and brought food for his son, and only his son.
Nah, that's messed up.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, that's a little weird. But if he's visiting his child, he's just gonna bring his child food. I mean, like,
Bro.
why is he gonna take care of someone else's kids?
Do you want me to ask
if
the
he
real
doesn't live
question
with
in this
them?
situation? The real question is, lady, why are you not doing what you're supposed to do to feed your other 2 kids?
Yeah, because
They live with you. These are not my kids. Well, I don't understand how she had the audacity to ask another man to take
Maybe-
care of this
do
other
you think
dude's
she-
kids. Like nobody told the girl to open her legs a million times.
Do you think? I was joking away by every joke. But do you think? But do you think she asked him to bring McDonald's, or he said, "Hey, Daddy, bring McDonald's," and he brought his son?
Are you talking about before she started recording?
No, when the reason why he brought the McDonald's is because maybe he asked, the kid asked for it. Not all of them did.
Yeah, that's I know. I don't know that, but I assume that's what had to happen. Because I don't think he has just some other random kids' numbers.
That's what I'm thinking. Like he probably doesn't even talk. He doesn't know the kid.
Like I was just so confused on how she just really pulled out her phone and was recording that and really thought that was like logical.
I just don't know why it's a big deal, honestly.
It's a tricky situation. That's why, because the people are looking at him as if he doesn't care about the other kids.
But they're not his kids. Why do I care about somebody else's kids, bro? That's another thing.
You
Y'all want
might not
everybody
even
to
know
be
these
so
damn kids.
caring
And that's
and
his
loving, bro. Everybody don't love you. Everybody don't care about you. That's how the world is, bro. Y'all are so sensitive.
They're seeing it just because that's his ex partner. Apparently, he
And
has
again,
to take care of
it
all
goes
her
back to
children.
the same thing because now the world is the way it is because there's a lot of men who just do that. They just come in and they do everything. So now there's one that just decided to do.
Yeah, but in that situation, usually they are together. Like, obviously, there's a bunch of stepdad situations. I had a stepdad, but that's different.
What I was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's different though than you're my ex and we have a child. We're not
Yeah, yeah,
together.
And
Yeah,
I'm
but-
visiting.
And I'm visiting my
Yeah,
son.
but
I
I'm
don't
saying
live
I'm
here.
pretty sure there's a lot of men that are like that. The goody guys will say, "Oh, I'll
Are
bring
you talking
him
about tricks?
I don't know the content. I mean, I don't. But I'm sure there's a lot of men who just say, "Hey, I'm bringing McDonald's. What do the other kids want?" You know,
Yeah,
then
but
they'll ask
that's-
everybody else what they want.
But
It's
so-
just,
but
but
that's
that's
out of
what the world we
kindness.
live in now. No, I'm not saying. I'm with you. I'm with you guys. I'm just saying I could see why.
Why she would think that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even see why. That's what I'm saying. I don't even see why it's a big deal because it's kind of common sense
Yeah,
to
that he
me.
wouldn't.
But I'm saying I do see why. I guess why it's a big deal because now a lot of men these days will say, oh, what does John? Oh, I'm bringing John some McDonald's. What does Simba want? You know, so so I get it now. You know, he doesn't have no affiliation with him.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I saw it getting viral and I didn't understand what was the big deal about it.
Did
'Cause
you just say Johnson and Simba?
I don't know. You know, this family.
Yo.
There may some names, man.
Nah, those are some names.
Yeah, because she was dating somebody else and she gets an African boyfriend now. And she had a kid. Yeah.
I think it also has to do with context because if she never recorded it, I think nobody would have cared. Like, I feel like she's one of those people that just makes a big deal out of nothing.
I'm glad she recorded it though.
I think she's just she has lingering issues with him, so she
doesn't
had to
like
put
him.
him online.
'Cause I know
So
if-
they're arguing about other things, so she had
Yep.
to put him
Yeah.
online. Yeah.
Because
think
that
about
happens
that,
every
bro.
day.
Think
I
about
think.
that, Mel. Like, what if, think about this. Because I don't think she let him see his son either that day. So imagine you go to your baby mom's house trying to bring your son some food.
She doesn't exist, by the way, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know. You don't have any kids, so they say. But yo, so you get to your hypothetical baby mom's house. You got some Whataburger. I know how you love Whataburger.
Oh yeah.
And she tell you Mel Jr. not coming outside. You gonna throw a fit.
Of course, I'm gonna go crazy.
I don't like how the women have the power to just like, oh, I'm mad at you. You can't see your kid now. That is disgusting to me.
The court system's just all the way messed up from
Yeah.
kids to
Don't get me
criminal
started on the
to
courts.
Let me play devil's.
everything.
Let me play devil's advocate though. So when they say that, is it because you're messing up or you haven't coming out, you ain't paying child
What are you
support?
talking about? Are you talking about when the woman says that?
Yeah, is it
Bro,
not?
a
Is it
woman
always like they just do it, or there's some situations? Because sometimes
mean,
there's a background
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. In some
So
some
because
cases,
then women will get angry. What's the worst they could do? They know the only way they can get you is not show your kids.
Exactly, but that's
So-
what I'm saying. I like, all right. So say like, a mom being mad at a father should not affect that though. To me,
Yeah.
like because as long as he's doing like whether or not he's doing what he's doing, that's gonna be proven in the courts. If she like just because she feels like you lied to me about us getting back together, now you can't come see her. Like, come on, man. The courts shouldn't be giving the woman that much power. I think it should be 50-50 unless the father is agreeing with, yeah, I'll do a weekend here and there.
Yeah, I think if the father's not doing right, I guess I understand it. Like if he's like, I don't even care about the kid, I'm not even gonna see him.
Yeah.
And then, but I mean, the thing is, if he says I don't care about the kid, I don't want to see him, the mom's not gonna have a reason to say
exactly.
you can't see your kid. So like, you know, it doesn't make sense to me that them saying you can't see your kid
It's
because
literally women who do that because the father doesn't want
Yeah.
to be with him anymore.
yeah, no father's gonna want to see a kid and the woman's or not want to see their kid, and then the woman's gonna say you can't see your kid. He's gonna say okay. But if it's anytime they say you can't see your kid, it's because they are a good dad most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I
And
can't really
They
think
know
of
that's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, I can't think of a real reason why
don't-
a woman would take a kid away from their father.
Literally, they think they break it out in their head like it's their last chance effort. Like I know he don't care about me no more. Let me get the one thing I have control of that he does care about, his kid.
Unless he's like torturing the kid, then I guess I understand. But like, no other reason comes to
The child support is no joke. It's painful.
I don't understand that either. Why are women not paying child support?
Some do.
Some
but
do.
It takes a long time.
It's just that's why I said the court system's messed up because the woman has if you ask a
When you
woman,
go
they'll
into
say
it,
that
when you go into it, they already have the upper hand.
they have a really
You
big.
just
I
advantage.
know.
you're just fighting to flip it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Like for you to get custody as a man over your child, the woman either has to give you that, basically say yes, he can have custody, or you have to just be like, the woman just has to be on the street, and the dad has
Which
to be
is
doing
disgusting
really well.
because a lot of times the better situation is with the dad.
That's how. Well, that's subjective to who's looking at it.
Well, you almost made me say something. Yep, you're right. It's subjective.
I mean, it depends on who's looking at it and what the situation is. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know if I could raise a female. I don't know. If I could.
I couldn't
Myself, I don't know if I could raise it because there's so many nuances when it comes to
if I had
females
to, I
and-
could. But as far as like teaching them like female stuff, nah.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be missing, and that's what I was about to say. That's why I think any situation where it's a son involved, bro, it's a lot of these little sissy boys growing up because they only grew up with a mom. They ain't had no father, and to show them how to be a man. So I think in that situation, yeah, the courts need to chill. That's why we get. Never mind.
But then there's also the when the dad is just like one of those dads that's just like they're sad. They're like, okay, here. They just give him something.
Yeah.
Just,
Those,
the ones that just say here, the kids like, they don't have time for it. They was working. They're like, oh, I'll buy you this here, and give it to you.
I ain't gonna lie. To me, that affects some kids. I don't think that affect all kids though.
That's good. That's good.
It really depends on how the child view their parent.
But I actually have a question. One step further, what do you think about when like a stepfather being in the family? Now there's like when they're together, do you think they should take care of that stepchild as their own?
So you saying, wait, what? So you saying a woman has a kid?
Yeah.
She marries a dude.
Yeah.
That's his stepchild.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should.
He should.
But, and a lot of times they don't. I mean, well, it just depends, bro. Like if you really love a woman, you're going to because you love her so much. But
Yeah,
if
you
you
love
in it for other reasons, or you don't really love her, you halfway in, halfway out, then
You have no choice.
you just gonna do what you do. You don't treat him how you treat him.
Like, what do you think? Like, because there's also the situation where there's kids that are young and they don't know that's not their father.
That was my situation.
Yeah, and then you have to tell them a little bit later on in life.
Hey, that's not your dad.
When do you think they should tell them? Like when they're a little bit younger or when they're older?
Well, give me an example of an age.
Okay, do you think they should tell them at like 5
Hell
compared to 16 or maybe like 10?
I'd say I don't know. I'd say whatever age that they really start to retain information, because you don't want them. You don't want the kid growing up thinking that you just lied to him their whole life. Is that what?
No, I was gonna say, what age is that?
Probably like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I was in my head. I was thinking like 8, 9. What grade are you in? Yeah, because in like 5, 6 year olds, they in like kindergarten. So I say
young.
like 1st, 2nd grade.
Yeah.
When you start remembering them the timetables, all right, that's not your pops. You remember. But that's I mean,
Tricky
but that also is iffy too, cause in certain situations, and I know people who, well, I've heard of people like never finding out.
Until they
Yeah.
die or something.
Yeah, exactly. But in certain situations, that might be better for them to think that.
That's true. The only problem is keeping it a secret, because if they find out without you telling them,
Yeah, but
that's terrible.
yeah, but I honestly think that's controllable for like from a mom's point of view, because the mom controls everything, bro. The mom, as a mom, I can say if you get to go to grandma's house.
Yeah.
And grandma is the only one who could tell you that other than me.
Yeah.
As a mom, I could tell you if you go to auntie house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something the mom have control over, in my opinion. Or a little bit of control over.
Mm-hmm. And it depends on the dad too, because sometimes
Yeah, because if the dad is just completely X'd out of the life, then, I mean, what's the point of telling him? So he feel like his father left him and didn't want him. Like in some situations, I feel like it hurt. It do more hurt.
Yeah. Sometimes the stepdad might treat you like you're not even one of his.
Yep.
He just look at you like.
Yep. And in that situation, you would need to tell him like at 4 or 5. He treat you like that because he ain't really your daddy.
Yeah, that's interesting though.
But I don't think women should stay with that type.
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure.
Like for example, Mel, how would you talk to a woman with kids?
I definitely would.
Would you treat the kid like your own? Took him too long to think about that. He canceled.
I would treat him with some. It depends on the situation. That's how I thought about it.
Oh,
because
let's say
if they're in need of a figure father, like a dead father, I'll go in that way. I'll figure out the situation. But if they're fully aware of who their dad is, I'm not gonna go and come in there and say, "Hey, I'm your daddy."
I mean, like,
but I will make sure. I'll try. Me personally, that'll be my way to my woman's heart.
Yeah.
If I like your kids, I mean, people, women like that. They obviously the expectation they care about their kids. They've been treated so bad, and they want you to really have a good relationship with their kids. You'll see that. That's kind of how they don't want to push them to the side. So if you have a great relationship with their kids,
that's the key.
Icing. That's the key. That's icing on the cake.
So all right, let's say the child is 2 when you and the mom get together,
right?
And at around 6, around 4 when they start talking. No, they talk before 4. Around 4 though, the little kid call you dad or something.
Yeah,
you gonna have a conversation with the mom?
I used to always wonder why a lot of kids call their stepdads, at least the ones I know, with their names. But I understand it now. So I feel like, if it would be weird for them to call me dad. I don't think it would be good for them to call me dad. But it depends on the situation.
Even if you are coming into their life when they're 2?
If I came in their life and their dad, like I said, if they truly,
the dad is completely
still
absent.
If he's completely absent, I don't mind it.
Okay.
I don't think I would mind it.
I would let him.
Either way, I'll let him do it. I thought you were saying like if the dad is still coming out there, trying to bring his child support stuff and they say dad, and I don't want him to be confused.
Nah, he just
I don't
getting that child support money.
But it is tough though, because I've had in situations where I see like I'm like, man, this girl doesn't even really. She knows that her dad left when she was younger. She's an older age, but she do understand that this is not my dad. And then I've seen it a lot, and I've also battled with that. Like, wow, how do you? We're talking about this too.
Yeah,
like,
but sometimes there's dads that are like really good dads, like where they actually want to call him dad because
yeah.
They're like,
I think naturally, I don't think if they start calling me that, I'm not gonna stop them from doing it.
Yeah, that means you were a good dad.
That means I'm doing something that they look at me as their dad, as long as it doesn't interfere with the real dad. Because I mean, at the end of the day, as bad as the other dad is and stuff, I always want him to know that he put in the work, he put in the time. It's his daughter. I want him
he put in the 15 minutes to create you.
I just always want them to have that relationship together. It's life is very important. Because people grow up. Usually people like that, eventually they'll come back around when they're 50 something and 60 something, when they start realizing, dang, my child is gone.
Or if the child is famous and they want some money,
that they'll come earlier than that. But
they will go way earlier than that.
But it's still like,
yeah,
it's It's crazy. Kids are good though. Kids are beautiful though.
Some kids.
Just having kids,
Some of these kids bad.
It has to happen, man. I mean, do you think you're a good kid your entire life?
Of course.
Oh God.
Nah.
If I had a kid, I would have to take care of it. I can't just leave a kid out there. Because then I would create another child who hates their father.
You having a kid anytime soon, Marlo?
After Mel.
Don't Mel got like 4?
No.
Just kidding.
I have to. Like I said, the good thing about America, you could get a miniature where you want to.
What you mean, Mel? You can get what?
Children.
Oh,
okay.
You could be with a relationship. You could, do the Kanye move. What they do?
The surrogate.
You have a surrogate.
That's where they bring in the fake mama.
Or you could just adopt them.
So wait, with a surrogate, right? And I'm gonna use the Kim K Kanye example because that confused me. So does Kanye like put his nut in her?
Oh my God.
No.
They take it from the guy and the girl, and then they put it inside another woman who holds it.
Mm-hmm. The procedure. They actually go to the doctors. And
that's
stuff
their child. It's
that's their
both
child.
their blood.
Yeah, so they just get both of them and they put it into another woman to raise it.
To hold the baby and raise it.
That's disgusting.
Crazy. And then you get paid. The female gets paid.
I think it's mostly when.
I bet.
I think it's mostly when people have difficulties because I think Kim had some complications.
She had. I think the first one, North, was her like.
Came out of her, yeah.
And then the other ones were through because it was hard.
So I wonder if when they grow up, do they argue about that though? They say, "Oh, you're not even really my mom's daughter."
And the surrogate can't.
I know I would be. I'd be cooking my siblings.
But they all
came at a random girl.
But the random girl signed an NDA.
Signed a lot of documents saying no one knows who she is.
That's why she never talks about it. She never goes in public.
Oh, nobody knows who she is.
No.
She probably paid.
Oh yeah.
Not probably. She said for life.
They pay. Oh yeah, they paid her good.
Cause it's gonna it's a whole nother fee to tell me to keep my mouth closed.
Yeah, and then she also has to she can't get an attachment because women they have a baby, they're attached to that child, but she has to literally give birth and just give away the child. It's apparently hard.
It's not hers, so.
But
that's why it's
that's 9 months.
But 9 months, right?
Yeah,
9 months.
It's not your property. It's my property.
Because then they might come back.
Women, when you're pregnant, you're rubbing your tummy, you're doing all this, and you're getting. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you're gaining attachment.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she signed up to she knew what it was before she signed up.
Oh yeah, of course.
So she should try to have mental blocks up to where she's not gaining an attachment.
Yeah.
I would think.
But what I'm saying is
emotions take
but
over.
I'm saying emotions,
hormones,
hormones
women.
and stuff. She's going through all this for them, she's going to the doctors when she feels like she's craving cheese and all that stuff. That's all building and all,
And then she pops out the baby and says, "Here you go." You can't even breastfeed and nothing. Just
hey.
Imagine she actually tries to have kids and then she can actually never really have kids anymore. And then the one kid she was able to have was Kanye's kid.
Yeah, then I can see an emotional attachment.
And then she can't come back and be like, "That's my child," because she signed away everything. Make sure I can't come back and say it's my child.
I'm confused on this whole process though. How the hell do they put a baby inside of it?
It's crazy. There's a way you can actually put other people's DNA inside of a woman, and it's
what they do, they just inject.
I guess
it's probably something like that. Because I think the couple goes to a doctor and they collect the specimen and stuff and they put it into another body.
Specimen?
And the woman
they put it in another body.
And the woman literally just a placeholder, just holding the baby for them. Because I asked Lauren first I thought for the longest it was just Kanye's DNA going into the woman, but it's actually Kim. They take Kim's DNA and put it both of them in there.
Kim what?
Kim K.
Her blood?
No, her eggs.
Saliva?
So it's it's a three person baby.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Special baby.
So that baby can say he got 2 mamas?
I thought that's something. It's cool. I would tell him to start doing that.
Nah, as soon as he go to school and say that, they're going to be like, wow, your mom's gay. Who cares?
That's if they tell the truth.
When he grows up, he's going to be getting it at school. I mean, he goes to they do go to the biggest, most prestigious school in California, so they're not going to get no flack on them. They go to an expensive school. And I saw a story of them saying that it was a problem because these kids are entitled. They're pulling up to school in like Lambos, and because they're all rich kids for like people.
Yeah, I understand getting my, if I was rich, give my kid a car, but you ain't getting no Lambo and he 18. So
Yeah, they're pulling up in Lambos and
you
Rolls
get a little Honda Accord.
But then everyone's gonna make fun of him. They think he's poor.
Have
and
tough skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's another thing. That's like something. You remember earlier I said facts shouldn't hurt nobody's feelings. Shit, the
You have that.
lies shouldn't either.
Yeah.
Like if you, like I pull up in a Honda. I got the Lambo at the crib, the Wraith, the Rolls Royce. Somebody making fun of my Honda, I'm not gonna care at all.
You have that one kid though that drives a Honda.
You said what?
You have that one kid.
Oh yeah, the one kid.
Oh yeah.
that doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I like we go back to the social media stuff. Everything people doing now is to impress the next person.
It's to impress people, you know, and it's I mean, it's not
Another
even
person's opinion shouldn't even matter that much to people.
And honestly, it doesn't only affect you. I know we talked about kids. It affects everybody.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because even me,
It's
sometimes.
just kids the most side.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be flicking through, and I'm getting well mad at the anger at the world. I'm like, I'm seeing all these people. Like, I mean, I was like, oh, this person is having fun, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not at the fireworks place, and I'm over here.
Having them people be miserable in real
I
life.
shouldn't hate Skeet Davidson as much as I should.
Exactly.
What did you just call that man?
That's why I don't like him.
Pete?
No, Skeet Davidson.
I don't know who that is. I don't know no man called Skeet.
Should
But-
ask Kanye.
But you had a point. Like half of those people are just miserable in their own way. You could tell like by the way they make themselves look like they're in the best place.
Kim K is her whole family's miserable. Can you
Oh, yeah.
imagine them going through all those divorces and breakups? They're not happy.
They can't get a normal person. They can't even get a normal life.
Yeah.
None of them can have a happy marriage.
I think
They're profiting from their drama and miserableness.
I don't even know if I don't even think people be getting married to be happy anymore. It's like a business move nowadays.
I don't think it's a business. Yeah, that's good. That's true.
It's a lot of
Business
business moves.
Plus, it's also something that just has to be done. We've been together for 25 years. What's
Oh
next?
yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's do it. We have to be married.
Yeah.
That's,
after a while, yeah, a woman gonna start
you know,
pressuring.
not the same. Maybe not the same exact thing. You just remind me of talking about even kids and stuff. That's exactly what I was telling my friend. You know, Ashton. You know, so he's always asking me, so man, when are you gonna have kids, man? When are you gonna have kids, man? So I asked him, okay, your reasoning for me having kids
Yo,
is why? Okay, because I'm
to
older.
him, not me.
Yeah, no.
You're younger than me.
I know that. I get that. That's true. That's exactly what I was going with this. Like, he's saying, okay, you're saying age and stuff, you still have kids. You're supposed to have kids. I was like, well, at this time, I don't have a kids. I'm not going to go out there and go depress myself and start looking for girls to just have kids with just because I have to have kids at this age. That's not
Gotta
how
be
it
the
works.
right one.
Exactly. I said, that's not how it works. Maybe I'm not made to. Maybe maybe I have one. These people have kids at 65 years old.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, not that I want to be that person,
You
but
know DC Young Fly Daddy?
yo, I didn't
It's
know
like
this.
he's like 80 something.
I didn't know this young fly.
He has an older brother that's like 66. Yo, I was like, what? He calling his brother uncle.
Oh my
Great brother.
No, but yeah, you brought a good point. Because a lot of this stuff is that's just how it has to be, but that's not how life works, you know. And I don't want to be miserable, have a kid with somebody, and then they end up being a baby mama, and I'm back again to the old same situation. You know, I want to do stuff just because I want to be in a happy relationship.
That's what I always tell people when they say, Marlon, what do you think about marriage? I say, do you want a forever girlfriend? That's what I say.
I've never heard of that one. I've never heard of that one, but that's a good
That's
one.
what I thought. I said, you want
That's
a
what it
forever
is,
girlfriend.
It's really
The
everybody's
marriage stuff
different.
look good for the women. The
That's
little
what I say, 'cause-
wedding, the ring, all that is for women.
Because the people, they ask me, like, oh, what's marriage like? I'm like, yo,
Same.
you don't wake up the next day and like, oh my gosh, I'm married and
I'm married
life
now.
is
Yeah,
different
it's
now.
good and yeah.
Now I'm married and everything is different. It's like, it's just a girlfriend forever. It's like a title. It's like
You want me to-
it's literally a
You
title.
want me to tell you what people truly feel when they get married?
What?
All right. So look, right?
Oh,
So look, right?
Canceled.
I think we should stop it right here.
When people get married, well, not when people, when dudes get married, nothing changes for them. They don't wake up and they're not like, oh, I'm married. They wake up, they think, damn, I don't have to go look for the girl I'm finna smash tonight.
Oh my god.
She's right next to me.
Oh my god.
But that's gonna be a long relationship too.
That's true.
It can be long. You know.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like people who
But I see
don't
what
get
you're saying.
married and are like dating forever, they're basically married. There's not
Yeah,
a big.
there's just no
it's not
title.
like you
There's no
you
title.
get married
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah, yeah.
now we're married. You're basically
Yeah.
married. If you've been with your girlfriend for
Yeah.
70
yeah.
years, call her your
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I my relationships are always like long
relationships?
long. So the only thing that was missing was the ring. So I get what you mean.
That was your wife.
I've never been in
That's
a
your
relationship.
ex-wife.
Excuse me. So I get it. Yeah.
I was in a relationship one time. Well, not even a real relationship. I was in this little, what Jada call it? An entanglement.
Oh
Oh
God,
God.
there's a lot of those right now.
Man, I took this girl to the daiquiri shop, man.
Oh man.
Your name starts with N.
Yo.
And on that no, we're
Yo,
gonna.
this has been such his life.
Yeah.
Nah. It's.
We had a nice talk.
We had a good talk. I think we should have part 7 of this. We have several parts of this. I see I'll skip 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should have another conversation, T-Mac.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm down.
You have anything else to say before we close it out?
Kids, stay in school.
Stay off social media.
Stay off social media. Sometimes it's just good to go black, man. Stop being so sensitive. And I started from the bottom. That's that little Dirk Deluxe.
Nah, thank you so much for coming through, man. We
Oh,
do like
man,
your
thank
open-minded
y'all.
stuff. We joke
Mhm.
around and stuff. But,
Shout out to my boys.
But it's just for the sake of time. We don't have.
Yeah.
We don't have enough. Yeah, next time we have.
That's cool.
We're working on having like longer episodes and stuff. I don't even know if the cameras are still rolling.
Me neither.
Yo,
but
and if don't take anything I say, don't put that against them. Hold that up.
nah,
with
don't
me.
backtrack. This is why we have you here.
I'm saying that to so they don't blame y'all for because everything I said came out of my mouth. Come see me about it. Don't say
But-
none of them about
But
it.
it goes back to the same thing we talked about. We brought you on the show.
Oh yeah.
Knowing what to expect. So it's like when like I was saying, when you go in a relationship, you know that this girl, it's not gonna. So it's not like we're expecting you to, go.
There's gonna be a disclaimer before this episode starts. Warning:
Of
if you're
course.
triggered, please don't watch.
T-Matt
this
is an
episode.
independent thinker. All his
Yeah, but
thoughts-
I mean, it also goes with our motto. That's what we always
Mhm.
say. It's
Such is
always
life.
Yeah, such is life. It's always better to accept reality
yeah.
or any external misfortune, as life is always unpredictable.
Yeah.
And the results are.
Shout out my boys, man.
Not
Shout out
always
my
in our-
boys,
in our
Mel.
hands.
Shout out my boys, Marlo. Shout out my boys back home too. My boy B.
All Cliff.
Shout out my boy Truth.
Mhm.
Shout out everybody, man.
Nah, thanks for coming to T-Mac. It's a wrap.
Appreciate
Such
y'all.
is life.
Such is life,
Such
gang.
is life.